It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Flying down from Nova Scotia today.
This nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds.
I have a dream that all men are created equal.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.
What's up, Doom Nation? We are back once again with another Doomed review. We're not doing Marvel this time. We are back to testing some beer.
Yeah, this is kind of a hybrid of a
Yes.
full episode and a Doomed review. I'm going to call it a full episode, though. I'm not going to call it specifically a Doomed review.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we are celebrating Oktoberfest with some good friends, Greg and B. Say what up, guys.
Pleasure to be here. What's going on, Doom Man?
What's going on, boys? So we are going to try some German beers, yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's get started, boys. What do we got up first here? Oh, this is what I bought, right? Warsteiner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do we have the websites up? Or are we just going to freeball it?
I mean, you
It's free bullet.
could free ball it if you want.
There you
That
go.
sounds- I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, it's Warsteiner. This is
I
their
had this a few times.
actual Oktoberfest brew.
Yep, and we got the Steins.
I know we've had Warsteiner before, but this is their.
Is this the beer that was at the beer gardens we used to go to and get
It's
that
one of them.
giant? Yeah.
I love how when you go to a beer website, you have to type in that you're 21 as if I could drink the internet or something.
Right, right. But you might be, wrongfully influenced by this.
Yeah.
By this
You
stuff.
know, I wouldn't have known beer.
In which case, I have a default fake birthday that I use for all of these sites. So I don't want people
Makes
to
himself
know.
150 years old.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, we didn't
The day the beer came out in 1735.
we didn't know people that old were still drinking our beer.
They're like, this guy's alive
our
because
beer.
of the beer. It's the elixir of life.
Let's do a good pour here. Yeah, we all got. Well, some of us got our.
Yeah, you can't see how bad I poured this
Got
time.
some nice
So.
head over here.
Yeah, I didn't do a Stein because I wanted to,
To show the golden color.
the visual. Yeah, that's really nice.
It's a nice golden color.
Amber. Yeah.
Amber, actually.
Now this
very
is
nice.
this is the Oktoberfest that they
Well,
make.
what a job just to get to it on the website.
Yeah.
But all right, Oktoberfest Special Edition Warsteiner. Celebrate German heritage with this authentic German specialty beer. A truly German import brewed according to the German purity law. Oh boy, that sounds pretty
Gonna look
evil.
that
This
up
is
after.
pure.
Purity law. I don't know how I feel about that. As all Warsteiner beers in limited quantities, especially for Oktoberfest celebrations. This special edition has a well-balanced, mild and smooth taste with a uniquely soft, happy aftertaste and 5.9% alcohol. So bring a bit of Germany with you to your next Oktoberfest celebration and bring a Warsteiner Oktoberfest special edition.
All right.
1753 on that.
Sold me.
That's before I think Oktoberfest started. We could look it up later.
Well, yeah,
though.
we'll do some some historical.
All right, well.
Isn't this made in America? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, one drinking.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Prost.
Prost, as they say.
Prost.
There you
There
go.
you go, B-man.
Air cheers.
Oh, that's Octobery.
It smells good.
That is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Very fruity.
I'm trying to remember, like, that other Warsteiner that we used to drink.
It was more of a bit lighter than this. I can't remember what it was called exactly. Probably
Wine and Stefano.
Yeah.
like 4 or
Something like-
5%. This is good. Got a lot of flavor to it. A little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
Definitely something you want.
Definitely
when you-
sweetness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just washing down some pretzels, right?
Some bratwurst.
Some brats, definitely delicious.
I'd go for a nice pretzel right now. We got some cookies if you want that. Cookies and beer. That's always a good combination.
Just like the ice cream pizza and scotch combo.
Yeah.
Classic
Classic
taste,
taste.
as we like to say. They kind of go.
All right, so what are we tasting, boys? This is pretty smooth, I gotta say.
It is smooth. It is
Very smooth, very light.
Yeah, a little bit of honey. I've got my notes here. A little bit on the notes, a little caramel and toffee.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's that, like, does it remind you a little bit of, like, drinking, like, a good floral toffee bourbon? Like, one of the bourbons that I really like.
A little bit. Yeah,
That's kind of what it reminds me of.
it hangs on the tongue. Hangs on the tongue.
I agree with that. Actually, this is made in Germany. I guess they make this one in Germany. It's an American company, though.
Hey, that's why I bought it, boys.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Only the best for the worst.
WarsteinerUSA.com. Interesting. I like the...
Yeah, this is Germany for sure.
yeah.
And I like how Brian matches the bottle.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive.
That's why I have the shirt on. I mean, you'll take note that Ser Gregor and I here have on the traditional lederhosen garb. We're ready to party.
I still think, man, I was laughing my ass off this morning when I was like, I think you guys should just wear that on the way up and stop every so often asking directions with an accent.
When you guys wear those, you remind me of the Shining Twins.
Well, Greg's like, I have the same shirt. I was like, you should have put it on, man. You know, we got to go for the full, the full Monty here. We got to go all in. But we missed all the Oktoberfest celebrations because we had a ton of weddings this year. But next year we'll definitely be sure to visit them in our finest attire.
That's if we're not, freedom fighters by then.
Well, then we'll be fighting in our lederhosen.
Yeah, well,
not very maneuverable.
Without the shirts.
Yeah, without the shirts. Without the shirts.
Yeah, you go for the intimidation.
you were wearing that on Mark's bachelor. I have a picture of you laying in front of the lake in front of a fire pit with it on. It's hysterical.
This is a pretty good beer, dude.
Yeah, I actually really like this, I gotta say.
So here's a fun fact: this beer was the highest rated on a few of the beer websites that I've
really
frequent, just to know. And out of the 5 we have today, I think it's 5 or 6. This was the highest rated.
Really?
So about like a 90 out of 100.
All
So
right.
it's funny that everyone actually is enjoying it the most because it is very good.
So it's only downhill from
well,
here.
one way to look at it,
we picked the best one to start.
Yeah, that's just what the masses say. But no, this one is really tasty. I gotta say, really enjoyable.
So you guys want to rate it?
0 to 10.
Yeah. Just like, one bite, everybody knows the rules. I know it's copyrighted. We're not biting
Sorry,
off of you.
sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
How about one glass? One glass, and then everybody knows the rules. But there will be multiple glasses.
Yeah, one sippy poo.
Yeah. What do you think, Greg? Big decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like playing the lottery right now.
Swish it around. in there.
8-3.
8-3. Okay.
Wow.
Specific.
That's the exact number I had in my head.
Yeah.
I was gonna go at 8-3 because I know, people online about a 90 or so. Let me give it one more sip. Hang on a sec. Context. Time of year. I'm not gonna be drinking this outside of September, October, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going with an 8.5 here. Very good. Very good.
High score.
Skags?
I'm gonna go with a 9. I really like this.
Okay.
I would not drink it, however, outside
Solid
of this
number?
time of year. It's a little bit too
Yeah,
hot.
it's
even
warm.
A little bit too hot even today to drink this.
Yeah.
This is like a loaf of bread, a cake.
It's very
Yeah.
sweet.
Somewhat.
This would be
Yes.
perfect by
So-
the fire later.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll save some of these for that.
Definitely.
So that's why I'm giving it an 8. I like it. It's got all the flavors that I like. It needs to be like 20 degrees colder right now.
Sure. Yeah.
There's no way I could drink this in like July.
I'm with you there. That's the cool thing. Some of the other beers we got coming up, a little lighter, so almost would be like a little more refreshing.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, in which case it's October 15th, and we're looking at 75, 80 degrees today?
Yeah, I read 80 on the way up
Yeah.
here, and that was after 5 o'clock.
You know what happened with our luck? I was telling you guys, I took the air conditioner out of here
And,
because it got really cold. And now, as soon as we had a lot of group events on the podcast in this room, it's now it's summertime because
Yeah. And now we have
way she-
4 basically, space heaters sitting in here.
Yeah.
I was a little bit concerned today knowing you were going to be in here, and you're literally a portable source
Yeah.
of heat.
Yeah.
I've had my AC
Then you
on
add the
since.
leather on.
Yeah.
It's
It's like the leather's not breathable. It's weird.
It's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I put on the flannel to do a little October basic bitch stuff, and oh man, I wish I checked the weather this morning.
Yeah. Well, too late now. All right.
I'll tell you what, that went down pretty easy.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Too easy.
I'll tell you one thing though. It's a little too sweet. Like I don't think I could do like a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little much.
Very sweet. If you're at a Oktoberfest, over in Germany or anywhere, and you're drinking
You
these all
enjoy
day,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
How big are
you're
those?
going to be in trouble.
How big are those steins? Were they like a liter?
At least.
I don't know if I could do a liter of this straight. Once they got warm,
Try 15,
Yeah.
because that's what those guys are drinking. 15 of these, I don't know. I just don't know.
I could hand it to the Germans. They could drink.
and this is what, a 5.9% alcohol?
5.9.
That's good.
Which
That's
is a
good.
good number.
What is beer usually? You got the inside scoop on that.
Like an American beer?
Yeah.
Like 4 to 4.5.
Yeah.
And then what about like the IPAs we usually drink?
IPAs go from 6 to 8.
7.
Double IPAs.
Okay,
8
so
to
this
9.
is a little bit less than an
Yeah,
IPA.
it's in the
then.
middle. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell. There's the absence of all the hops.
It's on the higher level
Yeah.
ABV,
Yeah.
if you will.
Not like that piss water you Americans drink.
Yeah, I think the big outlier, or the big factor here, attribute, sweet, very sweet.
Yeah,
That's
very
what I'm tasting
sweet.
the most of. Tasty. But
I only started noticing that after I got about halfway through.
Yeah.
Also,
I think the sweetness and like that it's a thicker beer is why like I wish it was colder out. You know what I mean?
sure,
be perfect.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's like drinking bourbon. You need it to be cold outside for something like that.
Unfortunately,
Are
That
we
is
ready
the truth.
for next one?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
Round
let's make it
two?
up. What do you guys want to do?
I have
Whatever you could reach.
I have on the bottom of the fridge there. I have something in a can. It's a Connecticut.
That's counterweight.
Yes,
Counterweight. The
some-
black and blue can.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's counterweight. They're really.
Other side.
They make a really good
Watch the knife.
IPA, actually.
Don't cut your finger
I
off.
see that. Yeah, there's tight perimeters here. The
The very
beer?
bottom.
The Fest beer.
beer. Yeah.
I've heard good things about
Yeah.
this one.
Okay. Wow. I just
and
randomly.
this is a Connecticut brew.
I believe so.
Connecticut
So this is
brewery.
when the Germans invaded Connecticut and set up their brewery.
16 ounce too.
Oh boy,
Yeah, this is this brewery.
we're gonna get hammered before this episode's over.
That was the plan.
That's kind of why we're here.
The label looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I'm into this stuff now.
Yeah. So am I.
honestly, some
Oh
of
my God.
who
That
was
you.
that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Hold on a second.
It's first. His first show. Don't worry.
We'll edit that out.
Did we get?
Well, I move it every time.
Now, do we want to leave the
Yeah, just leave them up. Let's.
soldiers over here?
We'll show them what a regular Legion table looks like after a night of a few drinks,
Pop
where
them
it's
in
just
the middle.
covered in booze.
I don't know if anyone should see that because we're going to be
Another
admitted to the
another
hospital.
5.9, by the way.
This is actually a really cool can. See,
Very pretty.
presentation also gives you
everything.
points.
Sure.
You know.
With me, yeah, I agree.
Marketing's huge.
If you're
'Cause-
in a
Yeah, because when we were before we started getting into all the Marvel reviews and we started doing a lot of the beer reviews, I would just pick up like a 4-pack or whatever randomly, like with no knowledge or anything, and you kind of do it based off of what looks cool.
sure. Yeah, I mean you look.
You
at,
feel like they put a little more
yeah.
effort into it, right?
They definitely do. I would think that they have to.
Yeah.
Try and capture maybe the taste or the style of the beer in the
Perfect pour.
Yeah, not me.
I didn't even open my
All
can.
noodle in
I
here.
didn't even open my
You
can.
want to make
good.
it unique to the type of beer as
Yes,
well.
that's what I'm thinking.
To
Yeah.
what it's supposed
This is lighter than what we just drank, I believe.
Definitely color-wise.
a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you take Voodoo Ranger, one of
German
the favorite
style lager.
breweries of ours, and
So where did you
they've
get this
got their
one?
little Ranger, big marketing thing,
Yeah.
and we buy
that
every
dude, that
rotation.
little skull guy is yeah.
So it goes a long way.
I literally got it at the liquor store in my town.
Nice.
Yeah, I just saw it, said Fest on it, so I said, okay, Oktoberfest, Fest.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get from the
Get a little background?
website. Yeah, I'm trying.
You know what we should have done first? We should have had them all up.
We should
separate
have.
tabs.
That would have been smart.
Usually when we do like the political episodes,
Yeah.
like Sky says like CNN and MSNBC.
I have
like,
everything queued
Yeah.
up. I'm
That's
not.
okay.
I didn't want to put any work into this one. I just
It's a
wanted
beer
to-
episode,
Yeah.
you know. If anyone's watching this, they're probably having a few beers themselves.
Yeah.
Nice, relaxing
Exactly.
time, you know.
All right, I got it here.
There you go.
So Fest.
Frank the Franconian.
We should try that one.
I like
another
that
time.
name.
Maybe we'll do them review
Maybe on
back
Halloween.
Franconian style.
So Fest Bier is a German Fest beer, very original.
Wow.
5.9% ABV. This is a traditional German Fest beer. Unlike the Marzen style, the traditional Fest beer is lighter, drier, and less sweet. That's good because we just drank a super
Perfect.
sweet
Yeah.
That's correct.
clean and well-defined bready malt qualities take center stage.
A lot of the Oktoberfest, you'll
Are
see
gonna
the
be bread.
descriptions being bread.
Yeah.
Loaves, all that.
We're gonna roll out of here.
I haven't tasted that yet, but maybe because we haven't sat down like this and actually like taken the time. We're just
Yeah,
guzzling them.
smashing them. All right, let's,
All right.
let's
One drinking.
Let's do it, boys.
wet our beers.
Yeah.
Wet our
Prost.
beaks, wet our beers.
Cheers, man.
Oh.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, nice.
It's
The
the
one
drop.
thing we said not
Just
to
the
do.
drop.
It breaks the cardinal rule right off the bat.
Well, that's why I'm here, boys. If you expected, no mistakes.
no smell
Make
to
sure
it
it's
at
not
all.
dripping through.
Oh no, he's got COVID. You can't smell it.
Nah, it's a little puddle. Thank you. That's a 16-ounce glass. I'm pouring 16 ounces, so you need the hand of a surgeon. It's the only thing I don't have.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Definitely lighter than the last one.
Ooh.
All right, let's get back into it here.
This is a little bit more crushable. What was the beer that we tried where they actually advertised it as crushable?
Good question, dude. I don't know. We've drank so many. It could be up on the graveyard
the,
there. I don't
The
know.
Wacky Haze, maybe?
Hey, did you bring that Bud
Wicked
Light
hazy.
can?
The Bud Light.
The Biggie one?
Biggie. You didn't drink it yet.
No.
Oh, you didn't drink
I have
it
it.
yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's Bud. It's regular Bud. So,
Yeah, so
yeah,
That's
I looked.
a tough one
sounds
to put down.
disgusting.
I looked at it a little closer.
You're never
and,
going to drink that.
I'm not giving it to Skaggs either because it actually
Nice.
has the lyrics to "Unbelievable" from Biggie
Really?
Smalls behind it, which is one of my favorite songs. So I'll see. I get you another one.
No, it's all right. I thought maybe you were going to literally throw it out. After
No,
you drank
I wouldn't
so-
throw it out. I haven't drank it. It's a 25-ounce can of Bud Light. I mean, that's like a 7.
No,
It's
Budweiser.
about heavy. Dude.
Sounds
Excuse me,
horrible.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Regular Bud. So I mean, that's like.
I
a full
couldn't
course.
imagine wanting to do that.
Regular Bud's not bad.
Ah.
It's not bad. If it's cold,
Yeah.
anything cold is delicious.
This,
Very cool can though.
I think I'm gonna have to take like the temperature like that we're sitting in right now out of it because this is another one where I'm like I kind of wish it was snowing right now.
Yeah.
I think you're going to find that any beer outside of a light beer, is you're not going to want to enjoy in the middle of the summer. If you're on the beach, you're going to want a 4%. Any Bud Light, Miller Lite, 4.2%. Anything that tips the scales 5.9 to 6, you're going to want cooler weather for sure.
Makes me think, what do Germans in Germany drink during the summer? Because they like look down on light beers for the most part, as well as I remember. When I was in Italy,
Europe in general.
They drink
Yes.
the urine of the goat.
Yeah.
when I was in Italy, they
Ram's
had so many different versions of Heineken I'd never seen before. They had like dozens and dozens of different types of Heineken.
I gotta say, out of nowhere, I've been on a vicious Heineken kick.
I know.
I don't drink Bud Light or Miller Light anymore. I've been just slamming Heinekens nonstop.
It's
I
just
don't
You
know.
tried the new NA one?
No,
zero?
I don't drink
Yeah.
non-alcoholic beer. To be honest with you, the beer you brought, what is it, Athletic Brewing Company?
Yeah.
It will be the first non-alcoholic beer I've
you're gonna
ever
love
had
it.
in my life.
yeah.
You're going to love it.
I'm with you there.
I'm trying to
Did you
think
bring
of-
the coffee one?
No.
Okay.
We're brewing that soon, though.
Yeah.
So I'll get you some.
Jim
drank
Jim's
the
got
rest,
them all right.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came to
Yeah.
the factory, just guzzled
Yeah.
the whole
Picked
cylinder.
up the last 10 cases.
I could see that.
Greg was working and he just saw this little shiny thing coming at him. It was Jim's head.
Yeah. At the last tailgate we were at, Jim gave me one of those coffee ones, and he was
Pretty
like,
good.
"Here, have it." And I just put it down. And
Is there caffeine in it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down to try that.
Pretty cool.
I don't know about tonight, but
No.
Not tonight.
yeah, another time.
Not tonight.
Yeah,
Definitely
another
not tonight.
What are we thinking about this beer here, boys?
This is.
Fest
Oh yeah.
beer.
Let's talk about the beer.
Sorry.
Get back to it.
When you said bread in the description, that's what I'm getting. There's no bad aftertaste. It's not bad on the tongue. It's good on the front end, but I'm getting I could see the bread part of it.
Yeah.
This got
It's
a
more traditional, the German Oktoberfest.
It's light. Definitely lighter.
It
Definitely sweet.
looked lighter when I poured it.
Yeah.
This got a 2020 gold at some beer festival. The medallion on here is microscopic. I cannot read it. I don't know what.
I saw B move his hand. I thought you were gonna go like this on the can.
Wow.
Like you do.
Oh,
on, like that.
yeah. Maybe by the end of this podcast, I'll be trying to zoom in. But I actually have pretty good eyesight, and I cannot read that
Yeah.
either. So, but I believe that they won. I do believe it.
This is definitely less sweet. Not as much fruitiness to it.
Tell you what, man, Connecticut makes some pretty good beers. There's some good breweries around here.
Connecticut has a lot of breweries.
What
Good
was
breweries.
what's that Skull Hops Brewery that's on the way to the shooting range?
I forget.
I know what it
You know
is
what it
too,
is.
because
Yeah.
I've had the beers, and I just can't think of
And
it.
that's not far. We should go to that brewery.
Yeah, I can't think of it. In between you and me, there's Nod Hill. Nod Hill's
Hill,
pretty tasty.
yeah.
I've never gone to it. I've had a few of their beers. Counterweight, they have an IPA that's really good, and I've got it a lot. I've purchased it. So I'd love to go to their brewery, which is in Hamden, Connecticut. I don't know how far that is from here, but I mean, just the vibe at any brewery is a good time.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
fun. Everyone's having a good time. Knocking back a couple of beers, really, really always good. place
Yeah,
to
I
go.
wish on F-Bomb Friday we could have been at that Buttonwoods Brewery.
That would've
Maybe
been-
next year.
I
We'll
wish-
redo a podcast at a brewery. That would be
Where
awesome.
are they? Up in Mass?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
I was right before I got sick. I was supposed to go up there for the golf outing, and we were going to go to the Buttonwoods Brewery as well.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been dope.
yeah. I would have actually
We'll
got
do
to
it
see
one day. We'll see.
The only problem though is like the beer they sent us. There was like two that we both had the same, and then there was one each that they sent us, so we split it up.
Okay.
And the one I had just so happened to be sponsoring the telethon or the charity event that we were working for them, and I was like, it's good, but it's like nothing. Like
not
it's like
that
drinking
good.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like and like they chimed in. They were like, well, it's the sponsor of the show.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Hey, I gave
your-
my
that's your
honest
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
your
man.
opinion.
I'm not gonna pull punches for anyone.
Just like in politics, right, Captain? We give it straight. We don't pull any punches.
That's right, boys.
I'll tell you what, man. This is the first time I've ever drank out of this Stein, and it is fucking heavy. I'm having a hard time. Like,
Looks pretty heavy.
dude, this is like one of the.
It's a good-looking
Steins ever.
Stein.
It's not, yeah, it's cool. It fits my my motif.
What
over
happened
here
to
of the pig?
the boar one?
I have it. It's in my kitchen
Okay.
up on
I knew
display.
you still had it. Yeah.
I never drank out of this one before, so I figured
This is
test drive.
This is a pretty sacrilege because this is a Coors, an American Stein, basically.
Yeah, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's that.
I actually have.
If you didn't tell me that, I would have never looked at that top.
I
logo.
actually have authentic from Germany Steins in my house that my mother had from when she went to Germany when she was a young woman and stuff. But like they're so like authentic and like old school, it'd be like a sin to really, you know what I mean?
I still have all my
for this.
Steins at,
Yeah, no, not for this.
back at home. Actually, back in the Bronx, I didn't grab them.
I got
gotta get them next
this
time.
for when we started doing the Oktoberfest
I remember.
at your house.
I remember.
Yeah.
Dude, that was oh man.
I think I
so,
left mine at your house that first time, and I never saw
After
it
that
again.
party, I had maybe 15 Steins in my house. I didn't know who they belonged to, but then next year we had another party, and I just passed them out like we were in the firehouse.
Yeah.
People walked in, and I was just like throwing
You
Steins
get a
out.
Stein.
Yeah, I was like, hey, everyone.
So
So
you did the Oprah. You get a Stein. You get
So for a little bit of context,
Yeah.
Brian used to live in the Bronx, and
Mm-hmm.
he had this little tiny backyard, and we used to just throw any type of party
yeah,
for any occasion.
you name it.
Rain, shine, snow, whatever, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And we started doing Oktoberfest, and they were a good time, and everybody showed up with Steins, and we just lose our mind.
Yeah, we had some good ones.
What did we drink? A keg there?
Yeah.
If I remember.
But it
we
wasn't
didn't, we
just
didn't
the
drink
four of us.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, no, no.
We never
keg.
just drank
Yeah.
German beer.
Yeah.
Though.
No, it was pretty much all light beers. But then it was kind of just us against the keg. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It was like the objective of the day.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, you didn't even want to drink
No.
beer, but you're like, got to finish the keg. You know,
There,
it'd be a sin not to.
There was one time where we made it our life's mission to drink 2 kegs.
Yeah.
Is it the Giants game?
That was the St. Patrick's Day
And
weekend.
Heroes, we did it. I remember we pulled it off.
Yeah.
That was a 2-day. So I think
It wasn't enjoyable.
first day
By
might
the
have-
end,
yeah.
it wasn't. Just, I'm not gonna,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, kids.
I think the first day was our like group St. Patrick's Day party, and then the next day was the Bronx St. Patrick's Day
Yes.
parade.
Yeah.
the
Yes.
fatties they
Yeah, that was what a disaster. That was hardcore.
When you're doing a keg around that time of year, it's still so cold outside. You could just kind of leave them out there and they stay good.
Yeah. No, it was freezing. It's
Yeah.
funny now because March is, I don't know, like 30 degrees, still snowing, and now October is like
It's like summertime.
70,
80
78.
degrees. Yeah, it's kind of
Man,
wild.
It was literally like
actually.
80 degrees today. It's pretty
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, it was
It's,
80.
It's supposed to today, the 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year it was I remember October 31st, Halloween. It's 30 degrees, freezing.
Yeah.
Week later, I got married, 70 degrees.
Nice.
So it still really kind of lingers into almost November. It's kind of wild. But anyway, looking forward to colder weather. In truth, so these heavier beers kind of go down a little bit easier.
There's nothing like the fall cold. My favorite time of
my
year is
favorite season.
Me
Incredible.
too, dude. My favorite
Yeah,
time
but
of
we
year
don't get it anymore.
when it's so cold. I sit out by the fire, put a ice cube in my bourbon, and it doesn't melt because that's how cold it is
Gets
You only
outside.
need one.
Love it. Yeah, you only need one. That's my favorite time of year.
Yeah.
All right, Fest Bier.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
Oh yeah, we didn't even rate these.
Yeah, a little banter in between. Let's get back to the rating. What do you
We'll
got?
start with you, B. We started with Greg before.
All right, yeah, I'll start it up. I'm not loving this one. I do love Counterweight. I love their IPA. It's delicious. Great brewery. Would love to visit. The Fest beer, not really doing it for me. I feel like there's a little bit of maybe body in the middle, something that's just not kind of taking it home. I'm drinking it, but slower than the last one. So for me, tasty beer, could drink it for a bit. I'm gonna go with a 6.2. That's my rating.
Skaggs.
One more taste test. It has a weird taste. I don't know how to
bread.
explain it.
It's bread. It's liquid
Well,
bread.
I think it's like they're going for the full Marzen, but they're not going all in. So
Yeah.
it's like you're in the middle, and it's not fully committed. It's like a beer that hasn't
I'm
made
with
up
you.
its mind. I don't know. So I can't make up my mind on it. It's like
You guys think a lot deeper about this shit than I do. I just kind of
We
drink
did
it.
a little research.
trying to give some context to the fans.
I appreciate it. Maybe you guys should start doing the beer reviews. So me and Captain will take them off.
That's what we're getting at. We actually have a contract.
I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a 5. It was a beer. That's it. It was just a beer.
Hard to argue.
Probably wouldn't buy it again.
Wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 6. It's got a good taste. It's not horrendous. I would never order this. I would never buy this. I'm sorry. The can's cool. It tastes good. But I would rather just about anything else. You know, I mean, sure. I'm not. There's no way. This the Warsteiner. I would buy this again. Yeah. But this, I would pass up every time.
Sure.
They should have spent a little bit more time on the actual brewing side versus the marketing side on the labels. I echo everything you guys have said. Not a fan.
Yeah, they're not all going to be winners, people. So
it's a good thing.
I'm not going to go too low though. Yeah. I'd say 6-1.
Yeah, see, it's still a decent
it's a drinkable
beer, but we're not going to buy it.
But I would
again.
never drink it again.
Yeah, it's a beer that if someone shows up to the house, you're going to drink it. Yeah. You're not going to run out to the store to buy another one.
No way.
You know? But try again. Maybe switch it up a little bit. You know, these guys know how to make a good beer. I'm sure they can rebound.
So that's 2. I have an idea. Might sound sacrilegious.
I think I know what you're going to do because I was going to mention it.
I think we should have a sip or 2 of water
cleanse
to
the palate.
Sure,
100%.
I actually kind of want to go outside and clear out my nose.
Yeah, whenever even mixing beers in the same glass, whenever I'm home, I usually do a little mix. Now, granted, it's not really going to make that big of a difference.
Check in the in the fridge.
Oh, we got the whole thing right there.
Yeah, those are warmer than your body temperature. There's at least 2 or 3 cold ones in there. The one that's
we should clean the palate though.
Yeah. I say we put them in the glass. Actually, do a little
swirl,
drink that down.
I wish we had a spit bucket.
One of them in there is half drank. That's mine.
I got that one for you. Here you go, bud.
There we go. A very entertaining television here, Nation. Thank you for putting up with us.
Bet you thought you'd never see us drinking water.
We're only human.
Yeah, this is a first for Mr. B. Usually, did you get a water or no?
I did take some of these.
There you go. Yeah, I've gotten older. I used to have the water ban in place for when we were drinking, but as I tipped the scales into
old age.
To older age, and
remember when you used to smash them out of our hands?
I do. I was younger. I was crazy. You know, I realize now that water is a key element of life, and you need some sometimes. So.
I used to hide them from him under the table.
You had to.
No joke. To this day, Jim and I will be like, all right, we're gonna room together. And like we'll find a little hidey hole, and there'll just be waters and Gatorades in there, just so he can't find them.
And no joke, to this day, that's the right move. Yeah. Because at the drop of a hat, out of nowhere, I might just
Dr. Jekyll over here.
Just like every fire
face,
just like every fire pit we have, Brian eventually loses his mind, and everything needs to burn.
I like to burn things.
That's the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
One of the
they're first.
Once I moved in here, one of the first fire pits we ever did. I got all this nice new furniture, around the fire pit out there. This guy's decides the fire needs to eat, and he's feeding my furniture into the fire. Yes.
Oh my God!
It was some of these chairs that we used for a podcast. Actually, wow. I don't know how you even got them over there.
That I actually don't remember.
That's why you get the folding chair.
See, I'm on this little tots. This is a tiny chair, Fisher Price chair. If I have any more beers, it's gonna freaking collapse. I don't remember that, honestly. I'm sorry. I'll buy you a new chair if anything.
That's right.
But not really.
That's
right.
No regrets. Yeah.
I get you a nice wooden chair so I can burn it.
Sometimes when you destroy stuff, the funny stories and the memories are worth the destruction. Yeah. Like how many?
Those red barbecues.
The red barbecues at the Giants games. I started.
You too.
Yeah. So did you.
Do you remember taking them from other?
Yes.
Well, let's not incriminate ourselves.
Real quick for context, obviously, you probably have seen at this point. This will be after the tailgate episode. We are big Giants tailgaters, and there was one year where these guys destroyed so many of my red charcoal barbecues that I started writing the number with spray paint on them. I think I got up to 7 in 1 year.
The Giants should have won more.
Yeah.
There was a point when on Monday morning I would just Venmo Skaggs like $45.
Yeah.
There were the little ones from the
Kirkland ones.
Store. Yeah.
They were from Home Depot.
Tables.
Dude.
Home Depot
Tables too.
Couple tables.
This was before inflation and before Biden was president, right? So grills were $40.
Before
a
Obama
pop.
was still president.
No, I think Obama was president.
He was,
right?
yeah. Obama was president.
Whatever Obama did, he
kept the grills.
He kept the grill prices low.
Thanks, Obama.
Good man.
He kept the grills down. What are they now?
First time that was said on the show.
$3,000-$4,000.
I can only imagine.
But hot dogs are cheap.
Yeah, right.
But the grills
I
are,
was thinking of that yesterday.
but the grills are $12,000.
We have a food shortage, but for 4th of July, we saved 6 cents on hot dogs.
You can't cook the food,
Right.
But
you can just buy it.
eat it raw and throw it in your stomach, and hopefully it cooks in there. So thanks for that, Mr. POTUS over there.
All right, so what do we got next, boys?
The upside.
That was a good move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
think
good
so.
move. That was a good. It was good. The palate is cleansed, and I now need
On
more
to
beer.
the
though.
next.
Yeah.
So
we've got what you bought, Skags. The other ones, I forgot what they were.
The ones like the real German ones. Or
It's a word I can't pronounce.
Me
We
neither.
have Sierra Nevadas, which I brought. Which
well, whatever you could grab, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
bust out the Sierra Nevadas.
Okay, let's
yeah,
go.
because
Let's
they're
do
nice.
that.
They're nice and
12
close.
ounces.
Oh, these look nice.
They're
Wow.
good. They're really tasty.
You're a big fan of Sierra Nevada, so this might be. You know,
Sierra Nevada is a real. I mean, it's not revolutionary record news here. Everyone knows about Sierra Nevada making IPAs for a very long time, but they always create a really good finished product from their IPAs.
5.5.
Classic IPAs. They're little.
oh, this is a little darker.
What are the ones you guys reviewed? The green ones.
Amber.
Something little hazy. This hazy juicy.
What did we review?
Too many names, but the point is Sierra Nevada,
I'm lucky I know what day it is.
great brewery.
Wicked Hazy. No, that's Sam.
Well, that's
Sam
that
Adams.
one.
That's Sam Adams, yeah.
That was good, dude. That
was one of the best beers we had.
Yeah, that video has like 400 or 500
Every one you guys
views.
review, you put them up there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no. Some of them fall into the wall.
Yeah, they're part of the
There's
house
a-
now.
Yeah. There's a
You don't
little
have much room left.
no. There's a gap between the wall and like the other wall, the outer wall. When I built this place, and sometimes the beers just fall in. I don't know
You'll
what
get to it eventually.
I don't know what decision they make, but at some point they're like, "That's it, I'm going in," and they're part of they're part of the walls now.
Doesn't say much about the podcast. You
a
know?
deep
They're
end,
like, I'd
Yeah,
rather
so-
be trapped in the wall than listening to this shit.
Already,
Nah, I'm fucking around.
already off the bat, this is darker than I like. I don't like dark beer.
Well,
I'll never drink a dark beer.
Give it a moment. Give it
Yeah.
a moment. So this
Yeah.
is an Amber Muzzin, as you can see there. 5.5, very tasty. Family owned, operated, and argued over. So it sounds like there could be some family, quarrels.
Is that a G?
Yeah. Argued over, yeah. No, that's a ampersand. Before the A. Is that what you were talking about?
No, they argue it. I couldn't tell. What
Yeah,
that
Well,
an
if it
argument.
wasn't a G, what would it be?
I like that little slogan right there.
It is good, right? Because what family doesn't argue?
Yeah.
Right? And you know how
being
that family
honest.
comes back together? With a couple of
Getting drunk
Frosties
as shit.
there and exactly. I mean, that's at least on my family.
Mr. Sierra is just,
This is
real pain
Or
in
is
the
it
ass.
Mr. Nevada?
Hey,
Here's a question for you guys about Sierra Nevada. Does it have anything to do with actual Nevada?
Not Nevada.
Like
the state.
Not Vegas, Nevada, the state. It's actually out in this California, the Sierra Nevada mountain range. If I'm not mistaken.
California and North Carolina. Yeah.
So you brought us a liberal beer.
Well,
Oh, boy.
I brought beer. We leave politics and beer. They don't mix. Or rather,
California is the
California and
California
Mills
is the
River.
heart of craft beer, so it's got to be.
yeah,
somewhat
Cali's
good.
been doing their shit for a while, so no hating on Cali in terms of the liquor.
Hey,
That's the only thing. they're
not
good
for
at.
nothing, dude. But
Did everybody pour?
I did.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You want to go
Prost.
into it a little bit?
I'm looking.
Yeah, let's bring it up.
Take a sip. All right.
Yeah. Start drinking. We got
Prost.
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 There you go.
What is it the Albanians say? Zur.
Zorg.
I think it's Zork. Everyone's got
Lord Zorg.
Every
What do the Italians say? Is it chin?
Chindan.
Chindan?
yeah.
Okay. So you got that, the Prost, you got a little bit of everything.
That was interesting.
And the Irish do the Sláinte. I always thought it was a tea.
Almost caramel.
Bubbly.
I'll
Way
tell you
more
one thing.
carbonated than everything we've had.
It's cold, which is really nice.
Here we go.
Shout out to the Camelback soft cooler. Not Camelback, excuse me, Otterbox.
Otterbox.
Moving
I don't
the,
know. I'm
moving
not,
the
I'm
page
not
stool
getting
over there.
like a lot of
Moving the
flavor
page
out
stool?
of here.
Notes.
All right. So let me know. In the meantime, let me read here. So the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest Amber Marzen. Grab a pack and let your fest commence. This rich Marzen lager features German malts for inviting aromas and honey and biscuity bread.
See, more bread.
Flavors of caramel and graham cracker.
Caramel.
This is good here.
And visions of sprawling beer tents.
Wow. Close your eyes and have a sip. Do you see a sprawling beer tent?
I was just going to say, how do you put a vision in a taste?
Smooth and balanced, Oktoberfest is here to celebrate 2021 fall season. We've done a lot of beer reviews, and I want to be a guy who writes
Yes.
these
Yes.
descriptions
Sure.
because it's just What a fun job.
Yeah,
You
it's
drink
always-
a beer. Like
I
you say,
feel like
close your eyes and write a description.
It's like Willy Wonka comes up
Yes.
with it.
Exactly. I feel like you can write it and they'll believe you no
Yeah.
matter
Yes,
what.
right.
Oh, dude! So we were doing a lot of juicy IPAs, and every juicy IPA is like pineapples and mangoes. Sit under a palm tree on the beach and taste the mangoes. There's no mango in this beer.
You gotta really,
You got to search for it through the palate.
Yeah.
You make a good point there. If you write it or whatever, you talk about it.
It mentally puts you in the.
People look to like justify things. So if you tell someone, you guys know like astrology, people be like, oh, my horoscope today says whatever.
Sure.
That is not real, right? That's fake. But because your
A lot of
horoscope,
people would argue with you.
it's fake.
Yeah.
But because your horoscope says you're stubborn, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm stubborn. Every
people that
fucking
look at that
person in
every
the
day.
world is stubborn. You know what I mean? But you look to justify it. Same thing with this.
Wait, what's your sign?
Taurus.
Fucking most stubborn person I've ever met in my life.
Does that match with the Taurus? Because I
Yeah.
don't know the signs.
Yes.
I know nothing
Yeah,
about
I don't know
this
the
area.
signs. Yeah. I know
I'm
there's
just saying.
stars up there.
Just like with beer, you
consolation.
could write
Yeah.
anything you want in the description, and then people will be like, "Oh yeah, it does kind of taste like that because you wrote it down and you put the idea in their mind." I don't know.
I don't know. I get a little bit of caramel, but
I definitely
mean,
get the caramel.
This is too. I could already I don't even want to finish this. It's too dark for me.
You're racist.
Well,
That's fine.
Well, that just upsets me because now I feel like you're casting judgment upon any beer that's dark in color.
Yeah.
This is a tasty beer.
It is, but it's not.
you know what he is? He's a light supremacist.
Yeah.
I hope people are. That was a good one. Maybe because we're getting older.
Put a dunce cap on
Yeah.
during it.
Oh yeah.
That one made me chuckle.
Oh man.
That was good.
This is not
I
my
enjoyed
typical
that.
style beer, but I actually do like it.
Yeah, I had one a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Trader Joe's, by the way. They have
Oh,
excellent
you've been
food.
raving about them for a while
They have
now.
excellent food, but they have an insane beer selection. I mean, it's crazy.
There's a Trader Joe's not far from me. I never remember seeing a big.
The
beer
one on High
select-
Ridge?
in Hartsdale on Central Avenue.
High Ridge is good.
I'm sorry, that's the one by me. I don't live in the same state as you anymore.
New York. You got to go to
Yeah.
Connecticut. Connecticut Trader Joe's. What I like to do is go there, just get a little color to it, do a little shopping with the wife. She gets all of her food, and when she's not looking, I throw beers in the cart.
You're
one
like
by
the
one.
5-year-old putting the candy and like the Captain Crunch in there.
So we get home, and the guy's
Sneak
like
'em in.
ringing it up, and he's like, "You got ID?" And she's like, "For what? Quinoa burgers?" And then next thing you know,
For the
there's
16
like, there's like
six-packs,
6
yeah,
IPAs over there, and she looks at me, and I'm like,
You make her pay for it too, right?
Who did that?
Of course I make her pay for it because I'll pay for everything else, but it feels like a free beer. You know what I
Right.
mean? It feels like I'm getting beer for free.
Well, I mean, you spent how many years giving her free drinks? So
Yeah, that's
she
true.
married you, and now
Payback.
payback's a bitch.
Cheers, babe. So yeah, anyway, Trader Joe's, I got this. I really like this beer. It's cold, it's frosty, it's refreshing. I don't think it's as sweet and heavy as some of the other beers. Even the Warsteiner, honestly.
This has probably been the most refreshing I've had out of the group so far.
Oh, now he likes it.
No.
I get what you're saying.
It's it's colder, it's carbonated, it's refreshing, but it's still. I mean,
Flip flop Fauci over here.
I think for a dark
I-
beer,
I-
it's still
just
pretty
'cause I
light.
don't like
First
it,
it's no
but-
good, now it's good.
no,
Flip-flop.
just because I don't like it doesn't mean it can't be refreshing. There's still just flavors to it that aren't my favorite.
All right, fair enough.
No classic tastes here.
It's not a classic taste.
Classic taste.
I mean, I think that's something we have to keep in mind, right? This is a seasonal beer. It's not.
Yeah.
If this beer was that good, you might love Oktoberfest beers, you might love this season. If it was that good, it would be 12
Yeah.
months out of the year.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a fun fucking job to work in like a brewery and like make beer. Be like one of the guys that I don't even know how it works or how it's done. But
I think it's
I'll tell
stressful.
you,
bro.
literally,
You've got some insight.
it's a lab.
Yeah.
I saw a
It's a lot of work.
laboratory, and they're like scientists. They've got
Really?
the gowns on and everything, and they're just testing things and seeing what works with what, and then they produce it on a
Ooh,
grander
so wait.
scale.
Is there a tester? So is there
There
some
is, yeah.
whole dream job?
Well,
Yeah.
there's a taste master, or rather, I forget what the actual word
sounds
is.
right.
You'll
the
have
master
like somebody
distiller.
from brewing test. You'll have somebody from, let's call it like that specific ingredient side test. You'll have multiple people test it, and then you'll brew it on a greater scale.
Yeah, like if you work in let's just say a Scotch distillery, there's one guy or woman, could be either one. Actually, I recently learned there's a woman who heads up the whole Aberfeldy department.
Oh, wow.
And she actually makes a decision on what goes into what barrels and what then those barrels are. Is this 18 at what? Is this a 12-year at what? It's that one person.
Yeah, just recently, Buffalo Trace ditched their... it's Eagle something, and there's like a few that Buffalo Trace owns that's a very top shelf coveted bourbon that they make, and like they opened the barrels and they're like, this isn't up to par. We're not selling it. Like done. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember what that's
They
called.
threw it away.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not getting it.
I'd have taken it.
When you're at that level,
But
that's
yeah,
what you do.
It's like the Louis V's and the Gucci's that burn their clothes, instead of donating them because they need to keep the supply, or rather, they need to control supply.
That's interesting though. How some of these places use one person to
Well-
make that decision. What power to give one person over like a
I
whole...
could be wrong, but I know that there is a very small selection of people who are, their palate is just, they know what makes
They're so experienced.
Johnny Walker,
they
Johnny
know
Blue,
what's
they
gonna
know.
work.
And they can taste it. I mean, at that point, do you even enjoy drinking liquor? Do you sit down on a Friday night with some imported water and you go,
I gotta be in the mood for it.
this is good? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. So. You have to like live, breathe, eat that shit.
The one thing I know is like, so from watching like documentaries and like shows and stuff, like when you work at like Jim Beam or when you work at one of these Kentucky breweries, because we'll just keep it here in America. Like on Friday, like it's a big thing that like, all right, you guys worked hard, like, and on your way out the door, you're taking 2 bottles of Jim Beam and taking them home.
Sure.
You get tired of drinking it, but I guess it's your life, it's your it's your passion. So
I guess you might be there because you enjoy it in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh wow, just get more of a good thing, depending on how you like it. But
yeah,
for sure.
But do we want to rate this one, or did we rate it? I don't even
Not
remember.
yet.
We didn't rate it yet.
Who started the last one?
B.
I started. So
I'll start it.
Skaggs, you want to start this one up?
I'm gonna give this one a 9.5. I really like this one. I really like this one.
I know what I'm getting for your
I
birthday.
scored.
Yeah, holy moly. Okay.
Really liked it. It just was very good. I like to give very simple reviews sometimes. It was just good. I liked it. Really hit my palate well. Dark,
enough.
but I like dark beers. They have to taste good.
Yeah.
This one tasted good. So I liked it. 9.5.
Fair enough.
I'm giving it a 5.
Oh, boy.
It's not
Two 5s back to back over here.
It's
right?
not my style of beer. It's not. I'm sorry. It's refreshing, and that's like the good thing. But I have a taste in my mouth right now that I'm not enjoying. You know what I mean? It's the 2 beers we had before this. I finished them no problem. I don't even want to finish this. I'm sorry. I don't.
We've learned as we go along with the show, we agree more politically than we disagree, but we disagree more drinkingly than we agree. So you know how it goes.
Doomed facts. I like that. A couple of facts for the
Craig. What do you think, Craig?
avid listener.
Craig.
7.6. I enjoyed it, but again, it's not one of those beers I would drink often. I'm not a dark beer drinker as well, so but I enjoy it. So
that's definitely
simple.
a big factor that if I'll give you a high rating if I'm going to go, if I try something tonight that I like so much that I'm going to go to the bar tomorrow and ask for it, or I'm going to go to the grocery store and look for it, that shoots you right up. If I'm going to buy it again.
I've got a couple beers like that.
Yeah.
Haven't tasted that yet.
Allagash, Allagash White and River Trip.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
I'll do it every week.
I know you love
I can't stop drinking that stuff.
You know what I would do? What I look for a lot when I do go out? The 21st Amendment beers.
I don't think
you ever have that brewery?
No.
Oh my god!
I guess we got another
Heard
beer
of it. I
review
don't
to
think
do.
I've had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll buy a case and we'll do another review.
I want to.
If I can find it, it's tough to find.
I just want to add some color to my boring rating. I don't really like Sierra Nevada, to be honest with you.
It's not something I pick.
At all. Like, I don't... I've drank plenty of their...
brewery or like the
No.
mountain
I don't know if I
range?
drink
The
too
mount-
many of their other beers though.
The mountain range
Either.
I hate. I hate those mountains. They're the worst. But
They're lumpy.
they are lumpy.
They're hilly, sure.
Yeah, they're also liberals. Huh? I really don't like Sierra Nevada beer at all. Like, I've drank a lot of them, and I've never liked it, to be honest with you. Any single one. This is the first one I've probably ever liked.
Would you buy this again?
Yes. 100%.
See, there you go. That's why you gave it a 9.5.
That's saying a lot. I think I like this a lot as well. Given the time of year, I'm not going to be purchasing Oktoberfest beers outside of September and October. It's just not going to happen. I like Sierra Nevada as a brewing company. I think they are what you could consider a craft brewery, but they're just so they do so much volume. They're not a craft brewery, but they churn out amazing beers. Yeah. They're really really impressive.
So
and go ahead. Just number wise, this time of year, if I'm going with Oktoberfest beers, what did I rate this guy? Did I go under a 9?
8.5.
I think I did an 8.5. I do like.
We should have kept track.
Yeah, no, I remember.
This down.
I did an 8.6 on this guy, or give or take, and check me later. I like this better.
Get the fact checkers.
I wanted to give this a 9, but I need it to be a little lower than Warsteiner, so I'm going to go with an 8.5.
There we go.
Otherwise, I would go 9. I think it's delicious.
You gave an 8.5 on the Warsteiner.
8.5, so then I'm going 8.4. But there's a lot of complexity here. There's a lot of body to it. When I sip this, it lingers for a bit.
That's what I don't like.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
You don't
if
like the aftertaste.
No.
Huh?
It's a good thing if you like it. It's a bad thing if you don't.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations. So anyway, I had this a couple weeks ago. I thought it was great. Tastes just as good. The palate's a little tainted from having the other ones before. I'll be honest with you.
No, it definitely is.
A little bit. But overall, delicious. Really good.
So question for everybody. We've been talking about September, October. We've been talking about I would only drink this in cold weather. Okay, so December, January. What are you looking at? Would you do this in even colder months, or are you? Or
I would.
Yeah, or is
100%.
there? Or is there something, another gear you would shift into for a colder month?
I'd shift into my favorite type of beer. You know, if we're talking liquor wise, double IPAs, or going in from 8 to 9%. It's full body. I don't care about how many calories I'm consuming, which is going to be a lot. Like I said, I've done the math.
250 a beer.
250 to 300 calories of beer, but
Big Mac of beer.
pretty much. But I think when it's they raise the body temperature, sure. But I think in December, January, I'm going with the heaviest and strongest IPAs, strongest ABV beers that I have. So no, I wouldn't drink these if it got colder. Not just based on the weather, but just on the time of year. Definitely start off with some scotch, as you guys know. We all love scotch, or rather.
See, I would mix these guys in with the double IPAs,
Sure.
the more.
Are you just looking to get blackout
higher
drunk?
ABVs. But if we're having a night like we're having good beer, I would certainly not rule these guys out.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, depends what you like,
These guys.
These guys.
I like that. I like the way you put that.
This is starting to look like a very Legion table.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one bit a cookie yet.
Nah, I don't want to start eating on the microphone.
I'll give you guys a little inside
edibles.
information. The amount of those cookies I've had in the last 2 days, I can't have another one right now. My wife made about 30 cookies Wednesday night, and it's Friday, and there's about 10.
That's all that's left.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jamie. She's a very good baker.
Oh, yeah, she's become quite the cook.
I told her
Very impressive.
last time I saw her, I was like, so if you make empanadas again, because I only work like 15 minutes away from you, I was like, you're going to make me lunch because I'll be coming over.
There was a lot of them, and I actually considered telling you to come take some, but then I ate them all for breakfast.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
But every now and then, we'll have some extra food. I'm like, let's tell Cap to come on up. Yeah. But then I usually eat that too. So
I looked up, Greg, this 21st Amendment brewery.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Look
this
at
is
that.
dope.
It's
Look
like
at
a
this.
piñata.
Let me tell you something. I could point out the label of the beer I'm talking about. I haven't tried all their beers, but fantastic winter beer.
Their whole website is just photos, though.
Look at
There's
that.
nothing to it.
That right
Great,
there
great,
is what
great
I need.
artwork.
That's pretty badass.
Wow. So
Abe Lincoln breaking off.
21st Amendment Brewery, they have the Mount Rushmore and, Abe Lincoln breaking out of Mount Mushroar.
Yep.
So I could,
None of that, but his
Mount
hand,
Rushmore.
his
I can
hand
tell you
is-
what the graphics say on the beer that I like. It's called Live Free or Die.
So up there you see
a picture of
brew
They-
free or die.
Unique stuff.
Take a picture of this, Cap. We got to review this
Yeah.
beer. This looks insane.
Yeah, you-
Maybe in the summertime, though. Tropical IPA.
You
No,
got
no,
Abe
but
Lincoln grabbing a
keep-
fistful of
Keep
beers.
scrolling down.
Kinda looks like
maybe
he
we
got a
could
bunch of
run
weed
into
in
the
his
one
hand.
I'm
It
talking
does.
about.
It does. A fistful of hops, rather. Excuse me.
West Coast.
This looks
Hell of
Harder.
high. See, I want to try the mango one because if I don't taste mango, I'm gonna lose my mind. Every juicy IPA has mango. And
You want
there it
mango?
is.
1985
There it is
had
right
mango.
there.
Look
Yeah.
at
Right? Did it not?
Sorry. Brew Free or Die. I said Live Free. There it is, right there.
Look at Abe.
Abe Lincoln.
What
Yo,
artwork
Abe's a
on it.
G.
The orange can is absolute fantastic.
I like Ben Frank. I think Ben Franklin. Who's that over there on the left? plastered into a wall.
It kind of looks like Frank Reynolds.
Ben Franklin Reynolds.
He's also got hops on both nipples, like covering them up.
Well, yeah,
That's
you can't
interesting.
give the fans everything. Yeah, you got to pay.
You got to pay extra for that.
He has holes in his socks, and there's just a smoke coming out. So clearly, he fell from quite a height.
El Sully.
Look at that. That's our favorite
That's-
poster.
Holy shit!
That's the Prohibition poster.
That's it. We were
want
saying
beer.
we've been saying it for years. This year we're booked, but next year maybe we're going to be.
Maybe.
Oh, Jesus, we're already picking up next year's Halloween.
We do it every year, and it never happens. But one year,
One year we do it.
we do this.
We've been saying for a long time we want to be 1920s Prohibition protesters.
So we want beer.
Right, and,
Famous photo.
yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna show up at a bar for Halloween dressed up like we're in the 20s with signs.
Yeah.
We want beer, like we're protesting Prohibition. Yeah.
and then watches the bartender's like, "Well, we have
We
it,
have
but
beer."
we'll make believe that maybe they don't." I don't know. We haven't gotten that far yet, but
I think we should go to a speakeasy for that one.
I'm down, man. I'm down.
Be
to go.
perfect setting.
Maybe we should go to a dry county, actually, and
Is that-
really
does
throw
that-
over-
do those still exist?
There's a dry county.
wanna
in
know where
Ke-
there's a dry county?
Where they make Jack Daniels.
where they brew Jack Daniels. So let's say Jack Daniels is brewed right here. This little cap. This is a dry county.
Yeah.
So inside of this dry county, where
they make
liquor,
fight juice.
No one can drink it. Mind blowing.
Fight juice.
Now, that's just one. I'm sure there's
Why?
many others.
Why is that?
I'd have to guess because people lost their minds with an unlimited supply of Jack Daniels. I don't know.
It's literally the hometown of fight juice.
Lynchburg.
Yeah.
Lynchburg. What
Yeah.
a name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Down.
Where do you
Yeah.
think they got that name? They just started getting drunk and lynching people.
I wonder how many light supremacists.
Anyone
live
really?
in,
You know, it
Lynchburg.
didn't matter what color you were. You just what's
Dude,
that?
light
We can't drink
supremacist
3 bottles
needs-
a night. Lynch them. That's. I think that's how they made
Light
it.
supremacist needs to be a T-shirt.
Yeah,
That could be a two do men T-shirt.
that's a pretty good
All
one.
right, see if
I would buy that.
All right, hang on. Let's see, I accept.
GQ?
God, every website you gotta like.
the
Are you
cookies.
Gotta
21?
accept something. Yeah.
All
Just asked if you were 21.
I don't know what it was.
I think it was cookies.
It's just a pop-up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lynchburg, Tennessee is the site of a limestone iron-free spring. Blah 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 blah.
Look how much they
it has
paid.
only one traffic light. That's some interesting. Surprising.
good
It's been a
town.
dry county since Prohibition,
you
meaning
go.
not a drop of alcohol can be bought or sold within its boundaries. The rules are bent on the Jack Daniels distillery premises, of course. That would just be mean. Oh, I see. So if you're in the distillery,
they
you can
kind
drink.
of let it fly.
You
They
know,
must do pretty
I
well.
gotta say, I kind of want to go there because I can promise you, in that dry town, you will find nothing but drunks. The mere fact that it's
When
like,
you can't do it.
Yes, exactly. They must have like special Jack Daniels moonshine.
Do
Yeah.
you see that headline right there? Jack Daniel
Yep.
died trying to break into his own safe.
We've all been there.
Look at that safe.
I'm telling you, this is why it's a dry county. Look at what Jack Daniels does. The owner of the safe couldn't get into his own safe.
It's hard to argue with their reasoning here.
He looks like he threw acid at the safe. to try
It's
and
either
get
yak or acid.
He just
That was
threw
actually
bottles
him
of Jack at it.
pounding his head against the wall.
Let's make up a story here. I'm going to say that Jack Daniel, he got so blackout drunk that he forgot the code to his safe forever. Like
Yeah.
that's how blackout drunk.
Oh, I
he
100% agree with that.
What if there's like a first edition bottle in there?
I mean, you could get in there pretty easily. You could just drill through.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm sure someone's opened it by now.
It's actually a known fact that in his will, he did state that no one was allowed to open the safe by unnatural means. You actually have to come up with a
Is
combination.
that true, or
Yeah.
did you make that up?
No, you got to keep scrolling down.
Keep going down there. It says it makes his own barrel.
They might have deleted that excerpt, but
All right, so you made that. Up.
sounded good though, right? I fell for it.
Yeah, I've known you quite a while. I don't fall for your shit.
Well, you know me, Bill. I like to fall for shit.
Oh wow! Look at that headline. Mark would cry right now.
Jack Daniels.
Well,
isn't
no, yeah, everyone
bourbon.
knows it's not bourbon. It's
I
whiskey.
don't know, it's just-
Whiskey, yeah.
Yeah, it's whiskey.
I'm gonna. This might be a controversial statement here, but I don't
boy.
really like Jack Daniels.
I don't. I was actually just going to bring up that fact.
Nope.
Not a fan.
Tastes like dirt.
You know, if I had to, I'd do the honey if
about
I
dirt.
had to.
Nope.
But I wouldn't drink the regular Jack Daniels.
Jim Beam. Jim Beam is so much better. I'm sorry. I don't care who I offend.
right.
Jim Beam all day.
Let's all take it down just a notch. let's all just
Somebody's offended.
let's
Nah.
just give
Fucking
Mr.
snowflake.
Daniel Daniel his fair shake. Okay.
Beam.
First off, the man died trying to
At
get
his
into his
safe.
own safe. I respect that.
I don't
okay?
think Mr. Jim Beam did.
Of course he didn't, because he didn't have anything worth protecting in his safe. Mr. Daniel did. Okay, boom.
It's a
Think
strong
about that.
argument.
Now, second off, Jack Daniels. Okay, no, it's not the greatest whiskey in the world, right? Why? It's sweet. It's the sour mash. Everyone knows that. But it is a staple of American culture. And just the logo alone, people look at that. That's Jack Daniels. That's American.
True.
So you can't tell me you hate Jack Daniels. You can tell me that you prefer Jim
I don't
Beam.
hate it, but I have no inkling to drink it.
That's fine. That's fine. But if I come to your house with a bottle of Jack and you don't have some,
I do have a bottle of Jack in my house.
there you go.
Yeah, because he won't drink it.
It's
And
been
I rest-
unopened for 1 year.
I rest my case. It's there nonetheless. You're a
I
true
wouldn't even
American.
carry
That's
it.
right.
Good man. Yes, Jim Beam is a little less sweet, a little less sugar. Completely different, way that they put things together. But Jack Daniels, man, that's American. It's American tradition.
You know what I consider? There's like the tier. I consider the tiers like Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Johnny Walker's not American, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there's the tiers.
Well, yeah, those are like
I feel like that's obviously there's different sorts of Johnny Walkers and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, you can go
Each
in
one,
forever.
but I feel like Black and Jim Beam, etc. Those are all like that tier. I'll go with Johnny Walker any day over those.
Well, they're the most
All day, any day.
mainstream.
That's Scotch over whiskey, though. You have Scotch against traditional American whiskey. The
See-
Jim Beam, the Jack Daniels, that's American whiskey.
I love bourbon because
Kentucky whiskey.
because America looked at Scotch and went like, "Hold my beer,
Yeah.
like I got this."
They didn't have
Like,
time for this shit.
Yeah,
Takes too
bourbon
long.
is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
And I drink Scotch all the time, but it's the problem with Scotch is like we could buy like a 4-year age bourbon or like an 8 or a 10, and it'll be good. With Scotch, you got to spend that money, and you get like when at your wedding when we had the 21-year aged.
21 Aberfeldy. Yeah, that was
How
good.
great was that? And then
Fantastic.
what was the other? What the Macallan 18?
Yeah, Macallan 18's good.
Yeah,
Beer.
that was delicious,
Yeah.
delicious. Then like when you compare
That's
that,
18 years, though.
Yeah.
That is 18 years that liquor has sat in a
barrel.
So,
Yeah.
yes, it better be friggin'
Yeah.
amazing. It better blow your socks
It's
clean off.
amazing to think though, like the balls on these companies to be like, all right, we're going to barrel this and we're not going to sell it for 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be in business for 18 years, pal. Okay.
You gotta hope.
Okay.
You gotta hope. You gotta
That's
hope
a
you don't
good.
forget
That's
the
a good.
combination.
Like whoever thought of the idea, saying, "Hey, we can sell it for X
Well,
amount
think of
more."
like, how did you figure out originally that like your product would be better if no one touched it for 21 years?
You lost it. You lost it. You put all of your liquor in a barrel and then you misplaced it.
Yeah.
And then 20 years later you found it and you're
That's
like,
a good point.
man, this stuff's gonna
You've
taste
just been
like
drinking
shit.
your own
Oh, it
product.
just got better.
And then you had a sip and you're like, holy shit, great Scott.
Let's call it 25 years.
1,000 times better.
At 25
Been
years.
sitting for like a 2 years. We'll call it 20.
$1,000 a bottle, and these idiots will fucking buy it. And here I am,
Yep.
buying it. Not $1,000.
All right, next round, boys.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
beer.
definitely need
Getting
next
a little
beer.
thirsty.
Yeah,
It's,
quite.
What do we got? 2 beers left, right?
and then we get the keg.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're finishing on. I think we got
Save
one
that.
left and then
That's
the
just,
keg.
That's just the cherry on top at the end.
I think we have, What are we doing?
All right. Well, let's see.
Why don't
we
we?
did- we
Why don't
did-
we? Hold on. Why don't we mix it up and try one of the non-alcoholic beers now?
I've got the Oktoberfest in there.
Let's try them. Try it. Let's do that.
I was going to try to save my space for
Yeah.
beer with alcohol.
I don't know if I
me
want
too.
to
Mr. B is
waste my time.
slowly reverting back.
First
to
thing
his-
that my hand
How
touched.
about this?
I'm sorry.
We'll do an alcohol,
All right, fair
and we'll
enough.
end with that. Then we'll do the keg.
All right. All right.
All right.
All right. So we got this and then 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one I'm
Who
really
brought
look-
this one?
This is Skaggs. He brought it along.
How many did you? Oh, you brought the Sierra
Yeah.
Nevada. Okay.
I brought the Sierras. Skaggs brought the counterweight and this here. This one I'm really looking forward to trying,
Let
actually.
me check this out.
Let's see. Put it on the camera here.
Did you do some research on this, bro?
I did. Of course I did.
I can't even pronounce this. This is called.
Hack of Pschorr.
Yeah, I'm not taking a shot at this one.
Now, I have one little
It is brewed in Munich,
I
though.
have one little beef with Europe. And I don't know if this happens over in Europe or if it's over in America only. But this bottle, along with many other European bottles,
I already see the problem.
you already see it. You know what it is? It's a number, okay? And it's the same with Stella. This is 11.2 ounces.
I feel dirty touching it.
Where's the extra 8 ounces?
Wow.
The 8/10 of an ounce. Where
I
are
would
they?
have never realized that.
Are
Is
they,
they-
are they
It's
on the label?
It's an odd, actually
Hello?
shaped bottle too.
yeah.
Like,
Do they
for the-
save money on not shipping those extra 8/10 of an
You'd
ounce?
be surprised.
It's not even
Like
8
how
Although I could tell you one thing,
don't know what
when you look into the ingredients and the cost of goods sold for ingredients, it's
Yeah.
pennies, absolute pennies. So they're not saving much.
I don't know what's
So they're
going
just
on there.
being stingy assholes. Well, you're not getting a 10 now.
Is that maybe?
11.2, huh?
But is
Pass
that
that around, man.
is that a stingy thing, or is that a maybe like
Maybe they're trying to
I think it's
stand
tradition.
out. I don't.
right? That's what I'm thinking. That's just the way they make the beers.
Why don't you Google that right now? Put an end
Well,
to
wait.
this.
Why don't we
Well, I
read
think-
read the bottom of this? Since 1417
What is it?
through today, the name of this beer is considered the special beer for heavenly day-to-day moments.
European
We
beers?
call it heaven in Bavaria.
Why are they 11.2 ounces instead of 12? So 1400s. 1400s.
This is from 1417.
wow.
Do you imagine being the first guy in 1417 being like, boys, come over my
That's
house?
like 700 years ago.
We're about to get crazy. We're gonna record a podcast.
Whoever's doing that,
That's
I feel like glasses
made
are
my bad.
shattering. No, it's fine.
Well, I think it has something to do with the bottle opener that you have from the 40s.
1400s.
Yeah. Like, where did this come from?
From
the,
bars.
the first Carvel to ever
That
open in
is
America?
actually my grandfather's beer opener.
I figured that.
Everybody
Yeah.
take a look at this
That's why
perfect
it's in
head.
here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a relic. It's impressive. And if you wanna
Stinky.
give a little
Stinky.
shout out to just back in the day engineering, how old is this thing, Skaggs? Maybe almost 100 years.
Old dude.
Things opening beers quicker than any bottle
Yeah.
opener I own today.
Yeah.
Zero problem. That's why it's so loud when
It's
you
not
drop
made
it
like
down.
it used to.
This is true steel. I mean, listen to that. Surprised it didn't go through the table.
All right. So in the background here, I'm trying to look up why are European beers 11.2 instead of 12?
Right.
What do you got?
Could have something to do with the imperial and the metric system, if I had to guess. Actually,
I do think it has something to do with that. What's annoying is it's a lot of like Reddit articles trying to explain.
You don't
It's
want to get people's opinions on it.
yeah, let's not go into that.
11.2 equates exactly to 0.33122335 liters, or rounded.
Honestly, it's just because they have less freedoms than us.
Quite
So
simply.
it's apparently a common size in Europe.
Okay,
but
this makes sense.
There you go.
It's a huge investment for a brewery to purchase different sized bottles and run production differently for export to the U.S. So it's because
so it's common in the U.S.
I think it's because our numbers are like system of measurement is different.
Yeah,
That's why.
could be metric versus imperial.
Right.
I think
and,
it's because we have more freedom.
it
See,
could be.
but for that,
That
if you're
sounds like
looking
the
at
most
other
logical.
European beers, they're all 12 ounce. So for them to get
No,
the
they're
best,
not. They're 11.2.
though, what about the beers we just drank?
Well, this one right here, Warsteiner, was 11.2.
Was it 11
God
too?
damn it.
That's what I'm
Anything
getting
made
at.
in Europe,
I thought it was
11.2.
12.
11.2. I think what you're going to see is that any true European brewery, any beer that's truly imported, probably going to be 11.2. Because they make a good point here. Why are they going to start doing 12s to send us some beer?
Yeah.
12
you're
ounces
right.
when they could just do 11.2. So I think that's the...
Yeah.
So the people of Europe have been shorted for centuries.
It's very low.
Well, it's the more
difference, but
common that they can get. Probably
their
at that
problem.
time.
They're not going to like retool their whole
Right.
bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably have
making
machines that
operation.
only fit 11.2
That's true.
ounce bottles. Sorry about that. But it's just the way
Good night, boys.
No, you're right. You're
No,
right.
100%. That is the size that's available
Yeah.
in Europe.
I think
So
it really
that's where
does
they save the most
boil
money
down to
sourcing.
freedom, though.
Yeah.
You know? Our machines in the U.S., they have a little more
Bigger and
room
better.
for freedom. I don't know. I mean,
Gentlemen,
Extra 8 ounces.
I'm not a scientist, but
I'm drinking right out of
it makes
but I
sense
am
to
an
me.
American. This is another dark beer.
Oh wow.
A lot
I
going
have
on.
no-
A lot going
A
on
lot
in the nose
going
right
on.
now.
A lot going
I didn't
on.
even taste it yet.
Lot
Just
of
the nose.
sweetness.
The aftertaste is better than the Sierra Nevada. I'll say that.
Wow, a lot is going on in
Wow.
this beer.
A lot here. They call it heaven. So, since
I don't.
28
1417 through
grams of
today,
sugar.
find a way to actually pronounce this correctly. Pschorr is considered the special beer for heavenly day-to-day moments. We call it heaven in Bavaria. You call it
You guys
Pschorr.
hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
That was the website.
I actually like that.
That was
That's
dope,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
It's a nice website too.
So it looks like their brewery is protected geographic indication. It has a stamp. I'm going to assume that in Germany that's the same as being kind of like, what do they call it here? Like a landmark? Like a protected landmark? I mean,
Yeah, I know what
1417,
you're talking
holy smokes.
I mean, they clearly have made a good
You
product for
match,
700
you match
years.
the bottle again.
They made this beer in 14 something.
14,
well,
17.
maybe not this beer, but this brewery.
But it's the brewery
Well,
is
that's why I
as
have
old
this
as
on. This is
14,
the
17.
traditional, Bavarian. Actually, it's actually the diamond pattern that's more traditional. I went with squares,
Well,
because it's America. What
Yeah.
can I do? Take a look at the cufflinks.
there you
What
go.
do you
Thank
think?
you.
It's another darker beer.
Yeah,
say?
The aftertaste is better. Definitely better. Still not like the favorite on the tongue though. Like, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It's very sweet. Very sweet.
I don't mind
Also,
it, but
I
it might
kinda-
be a little too sweet for me.
We probably should have started with the darker beers.
Yeah,
and worked our way down to the lighter beers.
We started with the best.
Yeah.
We might end with a nice light beer, though.
What? Yeah, yours is lighter. Okay, I'm
the
excited
lightest,
for
the lightest
that.
of
The non-alcoholic beer is the lightest.
Wow.
No. The
No,
keg.
the keg is actually the lightest of the bunch. You can-
I know what you're talking about.
It's
Making
really
a joke.
golden.
I actually
light
think
beer.
the Oktoberfest, the NA one I brought, is a little bit on the sweeter side. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not actually too big of a fan.
I can't believe this beer was made in 1417.
I think the brewery was.
At least the brewery, yeah.
What
this
was going
beer
on
might
in
have developed
14,
over the
17?
last 700 years because
pretty
Oktoberfest only started 1800s.
I think next after this we'll go into the history of Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
after
We
this
should.
Beer. It's a
We
good
should.
beer to do it on.
Uhtred of Bebenberg was drinking this stuff.
He
No,
might
he
have
was
been.
in the.
Even
he
though
was
he
I think they
That
were
was the
wearing-
last kingdom. It
nowhere
was probably
near
centuries
no,
before.
he was in the hundreds.
Yeah.
the hundreds.
I think he was in 11. I think 11.
the
Was
hundred.
it
Year
before?
11.
Was it before the 11th century?
I think so.
You might be
I
right.
think he was like 8th or 9th century.
Either way, he was pretty far from Germany.
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
that too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had a feeling
knows
he
what they were
probably
drinking.
drank a bit.
Yeah. Well, he was the man, so I wouldn't doubt it. So this is actually imported in White Plains. How about that?
I saw that.
Product of Germany.
Wait,
yeah.
It's made
what?
in New York.
Well, it comes through White Plains. There's a lot of beer. And
You wouldn't believe how like
it's
important White
distributed-
Plains is to New York.
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
is it distributed through White Plains or is it made in White Plains?
No, it's a product of Germany, but it's imported through.
Right,
oh, it
so
actually it comes from.
I can't tell.
It's imported through Paulaner. So
So
Paulaner is basically the Germans probably killing it.
Looks like a fucking party.
Look at this party. Hang on. Time out. Look at this
Yeah,
party.
see that looks fun.
Let me tell you, that is a month-long event right there. Oof.
Look at the guys. They're like the Nutcrackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dancing around on
drum
the top. And look,
crackers.
they have little speakers here and everything. This looks like a good time.
This looks like a bar that was created on the set of what's that movie called? With the yellow
Beer
brick
Fest?
road.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz.
It looks like the Wizard of Oz decided to open a bar and kind of put the backdrop. It also has the backdrop of the Squid Game wall too, so you might get shot. You don't know what's going to happen here, but either way, you're probably going to have a pretty good time. It's pretty cool spot.
If you don't finish your beer, AR-15s are gonna
Yeah.
peer out of this wall.
Yeah.
So picking you off.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this
the right
beer for
idea.
some reason like cleared my sinuses.
Oh, that is interesting.
I wish, dude. My science.
It's the beer of the heavens, right? Wasn't that
Yeah,
on the,
it's a heavenly
bottle?
beer, I guess.
I mean, God's kind of coming in.
They
now,
just
yeah.
went up a point now.
Yeah, that's definitely a big win. I mean, yeah, their logo is a girl on horseback. I mean, she's having a great time.
She does look like she's.
She's got a beer in her left hand. She's holding the reins in her right. I mean, I don't know. High heels back in the 1400s. Maybe this is her. Maybe she came up with this. I'm not sure, but it's
The
delicious.
first high heels.
Yeah, traditional recipe.
This isn't terrible. Still not my favorite, but this isn't terrible.
It's gotten better as I've drank more of it. I say the first sip
enjoying
was
it.
like, ugh.
Either that or we're just getting way drunk.
That could be it too.
Well, I'd imagine there's a little bit of
an
a buzz
option.
going on, but you can still taste it for sure.
All right, Hacker. How do you say this?
I've been just saying,
me see it
sure.
again.
I think
I
the P
couldn't
is
even help
silent.
you out here.
I'm not going to try. I can't even say politicians'
Hacker
names.
Pschorr. I have no clue.
You know what,
true.
Cap? Why don't you be the one to?
All right. Hacker Shore. That's Pschorr.
not
Is the
bad.
P silent?
I'm
Do
pretty
we think
sure
the
that I
P's-
think
That's
the
not
P is
bad.
silent.
Yeah,
We'll go with this, Sean.
Hacker Shore.
That was a little college try. What do you guys want to rate it? Your turn.
Oh, I'm starting with this. I'll give it a good taste here.
Go through the whole thing.
It's good. It's definitely good. I do like it.
For a dark beer, it's what the hell? Somebody just shoot something?
Maybe.
I'm
yeah.
so
Is that
tired
what
of
that
people
was?
doing fireworks. Scares my dog.
No,
was
that was
an actual-
probably a
Yeah,
gunshot.
that was an actual gunshot.
You think so?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I hear those all the time, but I was...
That had a lot more depth. That was a gunshot. Yeah.
All right, it's refreshing again. These dark
That was another gunshot.
Yeah,
beers
so-
are refreshing, but you know what? I'm gonna give this like a 6.5. It's refreshing. It has a better aftertaste. It's clearing up my sinuses a little bit. It's still a little bit too heavy for me though. The crushability factor isn't really here
Yeah.
for it.
I'm on the lighter side with you right now, too. I think I gave the last one 7.
That's like outside.
Could be a bear. Maybe someone was firing off at a bear. That's my guess. 3 shots in a row. about 30 seconds apart. Could
Better
be
make sure it's not your wife defending the homestead.
I don't know. We're out here drinking beers.
A little busy.
What was your rating there, Greg?
Sorry, yeah.
I gave it a 6.5.
Gotcha.
I think I gave the last one a 7.5, if I'm not mistaken. And I prefer this one above that, but not too much, so 7.6.
Okay.
Wow, well, you guys are so specific with your ratings. I love it.
Yeah.
You're
Gotta
like
be specific.
I feel like when you're drinking your beer, it's like the Terminator, like the data's coming up on the screen.
Yeah.
It's like, zooming in on the molecules in
This
here.
is what it should be.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, I think you're doing a disservice to anything on Earth if you're not giving it an extra number after the decimal point. 'Cause
No whole numbers.
you're throwing an 8
No
out.
more.
It's like, well, this guy thought about it.
It's a
And
rookie score.
can I relate to an 8? Maybe.
No.
But can I relate to an 8.3? I could go 8.3. Maybe I'm a few points up or off. That depends. This I like a lot. It's really tasty. I like the fact that we're drinking a beer. I don't know if this beer's been around from 1417, but I like the fact that the brewery itself has been around that long.
A little bit of a
I mean,
reputation.
that's
pretty cool.
incredible. That's a long time. I don't know if
before
it's
Columbus.
Yeah, it's not the oldest, but it's not 1492 either. So Columbus,
Yeah.
this predates him for sure.
The only problem, though, is they've been around since 1417, and this is the first time I'm hearing about them. They've had a long time to get on the marketing game.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, they probably haven't heard about you either, Kat.
If they heard about
They're
me
like,
before
we
I heard
don't-
about them, I'd be shocked.
I agree.
They apparently don't need a marketing group.
Yeah,
They've
I
been
guess
doing
so, yeah.
okay. 700 years plus.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Well, yeah, as shown here, they are owned by Paul Ehner, and Paul Ehner is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, brewery over in Germany. I do know that. It's like the Budweiser of
They make
Ger-
BMWs
of
and
Germany.
shit.
BMWs, you name it. Yeah,
Super crazy, dude. I literally just saw this in the liquor store. I was like, that looks good.
yeah,
Picked it up. Didn't know anything about it.
yeah. No, it's that time.
Hey, you
of year.
never know. Diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I like it. Let me see. Hang on, one more sip here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with the 8.1. I think it's really tasty.
High score.
Some nice body to it. Complex. Stays on the tongue for a bit. It's good. I think we need some food to interject, to get in between these.
Before we get blackout drunk.
I'm not worried about that, but just. To
Oh,
kind
you
of
mean it
break
would
up.
enhance the experience? with
Yeah,
the beer.
yeah. It's another beer I would like to have if I'm at a party all day and I'm eating
Yeah.
a bit of food and wash it down with this. I think.
Well,
it's
this
pretty good.
basically is a party all day, so.
Oh yeah, no, for
all
sure.
night.
Yeah, I feel like a party right now, and we got guns going off out back. I mean,
We're going to after this, we're going to grab all of his and we're going to fire back.
That's the reason I'm here. Beer is just.
We're not you two. We're not. We're very peaceful.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Another sip.
I'm sorry, I forgot Captain started. I thought you started.
No, Captain Starter, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
I do think. What was it? You said this is something to be drank with food, like with a bratwurst.
Yeah.
Like some sort of German food. I definitely feel that. I vibed with that.
Could have cooked the bratwurst in this.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. You want to waste this?
Could be
good beer
dangerous.
on it?
We've done that before.
Maybe. Is that another shot?
Oh, that's a firework.
So maybe it is fireworks. Yeah.
It's fireworks.
Sounds.
Either
Those
that or
sounds different. But
either that or the revolution started. Now I could hear the
be.
whistling going.
Yeah, people are finally starting to stand up to
Yeah.
this tyrannical government.
A couple of German
I
beers.
knew
in
that
there.
was
Yeah,
going.
Get a little
couple
courage.
German beers.
They came to the right place.
We start blitzkrieging the
Yeah.
city hall.
Boy, this has been the toughest one for me to rate so far. I'm going to give it a 7.2.
Okay.
I felt like it was a very good beer. And it probably would be better with like a pretzel. That's the way I feel.
I like that. Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of think the darker beers, I said it before, like starting off with the darker beers might have been a better approach.
So we didn't even know. To be
Yeah,
fair.
no, I don't disagree. We kind of discovered this as we went on. But I think if we went darker to lighter, we might have liked the darker a little bit better. Because, like, we're going off of, like, the Warsteiner, and that was good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
so-
the Warsteiner is the best one so
Yeah,
far.
so far, I mean,
There is one more.
I feel
though.
like when let's round out all our beers here, and then we'll vote on what the best
Yeah.
one was.
okay.
I got it.
Let's take a real like a break here though from well, not from drinking. We're never going to take a break from that. But let's talk
I
about
thought we were going to
Oktoberfest.
go outside and pee.
You're the most German person here. Do you
Doubtful.
know anything about the history of Oktoberfest at all?
I should.
What was that? You sent something to us.
So I was Googling the other day. I found like a good synopsis of the origins of the Oktoberfest. And then like the first part of Oktoberfest and then the second part.
Where is it? You have it?
So it's a two-part
Tell
series.
me what it is.
Well, that's gotta.
Well, didn't we share it in the group chat?
This has a lowercase h to start, so I feel like this is pretty authentic.
Not only that, but they have a .de extension, so that's German. That's the .com. That's their version. I'd click into that.
I'd probably start there.
Why-
I don't know
why,
if that was the
The
exact
DE
one.
is a short abbreviation of the Deutschland.
Deutschland.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
Deutschland. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, you could shine.
Why don't one of you guys read this or look through
Oh, I
this?
can't
instead of
read
me?
it from here.
Yeah, I can't see it.
I could read it from here.
Captain Blind.
You want me to get into that whole? That's a big paragraph.
That's all.
I mean, I'll read the headers.
Yeah.
So I could read it all, but I'll make it quick. So, Oktoberfest was originally a horse race. How about that? That's pretty wild. So one
That's what he
rule
said.
still applies in the beer tents at Oktoberfest. The customer is king. Now that's great to hear. We've never been. I'm sure many people
Kings.
have. One day, kings, yes.
We're God Kings, though.
Yet they do have a civil officer to thank for the annual get-together of approximately 6 million visitors. Wow, that's a lot.
That is a lot of people, dude.
That is a ton. Andreas Michael Dahl Army, member of the Bavarian National Guard, had the idea of celebrating a wedding a little bit differently. Prince Regent Ludwig of Bavaria, later the first king. There's a lot to go here.
Good luck on his wife's name. I'm looking at what we sent earlier.
I see it.
Gonna
It's-
need you to remember that.
It's Princess Therese of Saxony Hildburghausen. They were to be honored.
Hildburghausen?
Hildburghausen. They were to be honored with a huge horse race. The financier and cavalry major shared his idea with the king, Max I, Joseph of Bavaria, who was impressed from the get-go. Couple was married on October 12th. It's almost today, 3 days past that. Yeah, a little more than that. 1810, with the festivities taking place on 17th October on the grounds of their Resenvis, to be named after the bride. Okay, we'll keep going. There was no tents then. It did mark the birth of Oktoberfest. That's why it's important. In 1824, they awarded them with their first gold medals for inventing Oktoberfest, and he's now buried at Alter Südfriedhof Cemetery and has a street named after him in the neighborhood of, wow, that's a big one, Neuhausen, Nymphenburg.
Oh, the nymphs are out there, huh?
That's what it
so
says.
Pretty sure there's a
basically-
castle there still.
So basically, Oktoberfest was like a wild wedding.
Wedding, yeah.
Yeah, it
sounds
stemmed
All
off.
right,
yeah.
I could get down with that.
It stemmed off a wedding, and to honor these two royal families, it looks like they had a horse race, and then, yeah, that kind of marked the birth.
All right, in the
Pretty
name of that,
interesting.
let's crack open another beer.
Yeah, for sure. And do we have one more beer?
We have the
We have the NA.
the NA, and then we have the keg. So let's
try
knock
it.
out this NA real quick.
Let's try it.
Oh, yeah?
Try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to cleanse the palate.
Let's
so
give
it's
this like the most minimal, like quick review since there's no alcohol.
we'll
I'm
do
kind
it
of
quick.
offended right now.
Don't even need to finish it. To be
Is that
honest.
it? Are we done? was that too much time? And it's
No alcohol, and we're done.
I'm just
a 0.0.
hang on a minute.
Yeah, there's no like. Unfortunately, Greg, like, there's no way we could give this a 10.
No, of course not.
There is a way we can give this
I'm
a 0.
honestly,
No, I'm just kidding.
I
So we're gonna
wasn't
play
a big fan of this, to be frank.
Let's check it out. Let's be fair. Let's rate it on the taste alone.
So some beer can baseball.
It's losing a few points just on the fact
Yes.
that it doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even pouring it in my stein.
As it should.
No. I'm going to pour it into Poland Spring bottle.
All right, you are the expert here, someone. So why don't you give us a little breakdown if you can? You want me to look it up, or you know?
We could probably read the back of it. I haven't yet. Or we could look it up because on the on the website
Nice.
we should have a nice description of the. Just
What is this
type
one?
in Athletic Brewing Oktoberfest.
Well, I will say one thing. This is a beer with only 80 calories. So
Wow,
that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's made with water, organic Vienna malt, malted barley, wheat, hops, and yeast. So all of the ingredients that you
All
would
the
expect
traditional ingredients.
from a beer with alcohol.
Is it asking you if you? Oh wait, I thought that on the
No.
side. I was like, did it ask you
not.
if you're 21 and over?
Let's also point out another highlight. It's actually sold out. So we have some pretty limited edition.
Oh yeah, we
Should we
didn't
open
order.
them?
We
Booze
didn't
it.
order enough labor.
How
got-
much can I get for
All
this?
right,
on
Doom
eBay?
Nation, we have 2 left. If you comment it, we will send it.
Yeah, as long as you pay for shipping
Yeah.
and handling. And, uh, I could go for a haircut.
If you're still with you're still with us this far into the game.
So can somebody even read that? I can't see.
I'll zoom in. Hang on.
I can read it.
Fucking blind bastards.
It's different from this side of the table, man. You're closer.
I am closer. I'm saying I'll read it if you want.
Oh,
And
go
it
back
just
one. Go back one.
Exploded. There we go.
There you go.
All right, there
Gregor.
So, we are excited to have one of our favorite brews back on tap. This is the third release of our authentic Oktoberfest, a Fest beer brewed, which we weren't a fan of earlier. Fest beer brewed with German Vienna and Munich malts and German Hirschbrucker hops.
Ooh.
Embrace fall with this crisp, flavorful brew with notes of bread crust and toast, a slight sweetness, and a muted bitterness. Our Oktoberfest complements your autumn activities from tailgating to leaf peeping.
Peeping.
All right. So first off, I need to say one thing.
Bread crust.
They managed to put bread crust and toast in the same. Is there a difference? Yeah, probably. But I'm still impressed. I mean, that is yes.
What do they mean peeping? What are we peeping?
Oh, you don't know what a leaf peeper
leaf
is?
peeping is when like
Leaf
when like
peeping season.
city people come up to like over here to look at the leaves change colors.
Yeah. For example, right now
It's called the fall. What do you call it? The fall.
Like in
the foliage.
Foliage. Yeah.
So last week in Vermont, that is leaf peeping season. I'm not kidding. There's not a
There's
joke.
professional peepers.
Yeah.
Melissa wants to do this all the time.
You cannot get a hotel. Like I was wanting to go to Vermont like last week, just have fun, and they're like, "Oh, it's leaf peeping season," and I was like, "What's that mean?" Megan's like, "I can't go down the block to get coffee. People just want to look at the leaves."
All right.
And it is beautiful. It's very cool.
is. I kinda just look
We had
at
a
'em.
nice drive up
Right.
there.
When you just come out into your own
Kind of just
backyard.
stand outside and look.
Let
at
me
it.
tell you, we took
you're
back
in the
roads
leaf.
up here today, and we
glorious.
leaf peeped
Oh,
the entire
the
time.
back roads
Because
from
the
Stanford
Merritt was
is
backed
amazing.
up to the Rocks.
Yeah.
So
No, we
took
peeped.
literal back roads.
I
the
mean, we
entire
peeped
time.
as much as a peeper could peep.
Yeah, we actually stopped to watch the sunset at one point.
It was actually pretty.
There's
Pretty nice
so
time.
so the back roads you guys took. There's a few houses that are over by some farms.
The ones on the cliff with the
Yes,
sunset?
yes.
That's the one. That was
We
Star
stopped
Ridge.
and we looked at the peasants
Dude,
on the
it
right.
was
They
insane.
didn't have that
I don't
view.
care how much that house is. You guys sell your houses now. We buy that spot. Like I can't imagine.
I
what,
took-
What an
I took-
incredible view.
I took note of where it was because I said if I ever make it, I'm buying a house here.
Where
was
is this?
incredible.
Where is this?
It's in
So-
between us.
Yeah. So when
No
you
clue, couldn't even
when you
help
go,
you.
when
I know
you
where it
leave
is.
from Stanford to come up here, and you take the back roads, you go through some back roads, but you're in like Westchester, upstate Westchester.
Specifically, it's North Salem.
Yeah.
And there's a road called Star Ridge. And I mean, there is a view that is unparalleled.
One
We're
side,
coming for you, Star Ridge.
one side is a farm, and the other side is just these nice houses, and their backyards just
One
cliff
side's
off.
peasants, the other side's a
Yeah,
kings.
and these houses have the most insane views.
Yeah.
Well, that region of Connecticut, right on the border of Westchester, I'm gonna say about $7 to $8 million per house.
Well, this
So,
this is actually still New York. This
Yeah.
is North
Oh, so even
Salem. This
more.
is still
Yeah,
New York
even more.
because you leave from Stanford
10
and
million.
we're on the border. So I mean, yeah, these houses probably 5 to 10 easily. But I mean, beautiful. That sunset was fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right, what do we think of this?
I think I haven't opened
All
it
right.
yet. Yeah.
Not even drinking yet. Yeah.
Let's take a shot.
That's what I think.
$12.99 for non-alcoholic beer. That's kind of robbery.
Well, see, this is the thing. All the
Depends.
ingredients, the packaging is the same
Yeah.
as a beer. It's not like you're
Yeah, well, they should
saving
have
money.
fermented it.
Is there any alcohol actually in here? Like
0.5%
So there is.
and under.
So like it's microscopic, but there is
Right.
some
So it's,
alcohol. in it.
it's between 0 and 0.5. Basically, you can't get drunk off it. You
Let's
could
just
drink
say
20 of them, you
hypothetically,
can't get drunk off it.
You drank 150 of these.
You can't.
I
It's
think you
in
might
and
get
out of
drunk.
your
You
system.
can't. I tried.
I'm telling you, orange
I respect
juice is
that.
between 0 and 0.5 between
shit.
the process. It's in and out of your system because it's so low, so quickly, you do not feel any impact.
You know, it kind of tastes like cereal.
Not a bad way to put that.
It's super sweet for me. I honestly wasn't a fan.
I kind of like it, honestly.
It's
I
not
feel like
terrible,
I'm drinking
but
a cereal bar.
I kind of feel like I'm just drinking a soda.
I feel like I'm drinking what it is. I feel like I'm drinking watered down beer. And it's not a bad thing if you're looking for something. I mean, like we had a non-alcoholic beer on the way up here. It was delicious. It was
Yeah.
great. Different flavoring though. This
Completely.
year,
That's an IPA. This is
this being an October, I feel like I'm drinking any one of these beers with one pour of beer and then the rest of water. And that's what I taste.
I also
horrible.
kind of feel like my palate is completely shot now.
I kind of like it, to be honest with you.
It's good. You know what it is? It's got good flavor, but that's about it.
That's all you're gonna get.
What's interesting to me is that I am tasting a flavor in this beer similar to the IPA that I had from them, which makes me wonder if that's a secret ingredient. Yeah, there's something in there.
Might be the malt.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed.
No, it's not booze. That's for sure.
There's something in. I know it's not.
We
booze.
just moved away from
Something
the organic.
Mr. Athletic Brew snipes you on the way out.
Shows up in the window and just shoots him.
Luckily, he's shooting with me with non-lethal bullets, so I just get a bruise. I just get a bruise on my arm. I'm like, that hurt. And he's like, doesn't kill me.
All right, let's rate this and tap that keg and start this fire.
Who's up?
That I like.
We've rotated, so
It's gotta be me.
back to you. Yeah.
Perfect. Good timing.
I think I got the last one 7.6. I'd probably
Don't
put
go off
this
your last
around.
one.
No, I know, but I'm.
You shouldn't even be
I'm
rating
carrying
this
it to
one.
my last pal, but I'm not going to give it like a great score, a fair score. I think it's like a 7.1.
Wildly high, but okay.
That is a number that I don't even have in my head right now for something
It's
like
lexicon.
this. My head hurts. I don't know what
But
to
are
make
we
of that.
rating this against
Right.
Oktoberfest?
I feel like
We need new parameters.
If you rate it as an individual, yeah.
I feel like you can't.
Like if we're rating against any other NA Oktoberfest, I've never tried one, so I can't really
Why would
rate
you?
it.
So what are we rating this
Exactly.
on? Just flavor in general?
Yeah.
I think it's just based on the flavor taste, and it's not my ideal beer. So 7.1 for me is good. I drink it, but I wouldn't, go out of my way to drink it.
All right. So I drink it, but I wouldn't. I'm drinking it because it's here. It's not good. It's not tasty.
Hey, give it your truth. Whatever it is. If it's a 1, say a
Please.
1.
Yeah. Listen, I respect I respect this, this brewery. I had their IPA on the way up. It's tasty. It's good. This is not good. This is something, but it's for a specific market segment that wants to drink a non-alcoholic Oktoberfest, which is cool. But I think Oktoberfest beers in general, they need to be packed with that flavor. They need to be packed with that sweetness. You can't do that if you want to keep a friggin' beer at 80 calories, which, congrats. That's amazing. That's insane. I don't know. I don't really like it, but I'll have another sip. Hang on a sec.
I don't even think we're going to get a number out of B here.
I'm just trying to make sense of it. I don't know. I mean, it's a 2.7 for me. And that's nothing against the Athletic Brewing Co. The other beer I had earlier was great. I just think it just doesn't have the flavor.
for you.
Yeah, it's not for me. So that's all I got. I don't know. I can't rate a non-alcoholic beer. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm
It's
confused.
tough.
I'm confused.
I'll say it is hard to give a non-alcoholic beer a number, but the way I look at this is there's a place for it. I look at this as we're going to the Giants game on Sunday.
You need something to drink
And
while you're driving?
While I'm driving to the Giants game, I need to have a drink, right? And it's early in the morning, like 7 a.m., so you need to have breakfast. This tastes like a breakfast cereal bar. So I feel like a good drink before you start drinking is a beer that doesn't have alcohol in it that tastes like a cereal bar. So I feel like that's where it fits in.
Interesting.
If there's any extra here, I will be bringing them with me Sunday to the Giants game, and I'll
Sure.
be drinking them on the way to the Giants game.
I
So
think there's going to be 2 left, so don't worry about it.
And you'll have 2 to drink on the way.
Yeah, you could finish this one.
that's the way I see it. It does really taste like a chewy cereal bar or something to me. I'm gonna give it a 5.7.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, being a non-alcoholic cereal bar, boosted it up.
I'm giving
Cereal bar.
That's
Boost.
I
for the
usually
marketing
like
company.
alcohol in my cereal.
Listen,
bars.
man, I'm honestly not a fan of it either. So
I'm going to give it a solid 4. There's taste. There's taste to it. It tastes good. But there's nothing else outside of that. I'm not going to buy it.
There's not.
It has a good aftertaste. It has a good taste on the tongue. There's no alcohol in it, so you're not going to get a high number out of me. I see the cereal aspect that you're tasting. It tastes good, but I'd rather have like ginger ale.
I think this was made to just fit in. I think they said, listen, we make non-alcoholic beers. It's October. We need to make October,
had
which is
to do
fine.
it.
I respect that, but it's just, Maybe somehow they can make it taste like a tasty soda. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to find something to take away.
I'd like to
I
try
should just
tasty
revamp
soda.
the entire recipe
tasty
next
soda.
year.
A cold pop.
Yeah, some pop. You know, it just doesn't. I don't know. It's lacking for me.
There's definitely a market though for non-alcoholic beers. There's people
in
recovering
recovery.
alcoholics.
There is,
It's
but
fucking
people like
booming,
Jim.
dude.
there is. But after having another, beer from Athletic Brew,
Third annual.
it was
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
This one didn't do it for me. I
Okay,
had their
so-
IPA before. It was delicious. I
Yeah.
had it on the way up. I said, I'd probably drink this. If it's a Friday night and I want to taste beer but not get drunk, I could probably drink this. This
That's a bold-faced lie.
can't drink. Well, yes, obviously. But I'm saying, hypothetically, if
If
I
you
was
had to
someone who
drink
wasn't
it.
me in another universe.
All right. While we get this keg set up, I got to break the seal.
Go ahead, bud.
Sorry, Doom
I'm
Nation.
actually with you too.
Come on.
Good luck.
do it.
Let's try not to knock the camera.
You got to
over
make
there.
sure you don't hit any of the wires if you're going to come outside right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been drinking, so take your headset
luck.
off. All
Right,
put it
I would have
down.
left it on.
Put it down. Yeah, no, I was
You
expecting
know how long
them
it's going
to.
to take me to get out of this thing?
But the button in the middle opens, though. Just open this. Don't take the arms off.
All right. Try not to hit the camera on your way out.
Yeah, you have to kind of, realize that
Lot of
wearing
work here.
lederhosen isn't just for fun.
Yeah, it's not tactical gear.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I see you soundproof the door, by the way.
I tried.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
There's a bit of a echo in here, and oh my god!
Wow.
Wow, none of the pops fell.
No, one fell. Who's
Okay.
next to the dragon? Is that Ygritte?
No, that might be what's his name?
So who's in the middle? Is that
Reek.
Rhaegon?
No,
Not
what are you
Reek.
talking about? No, that's the what do you
Who's the
call it?
black dragon?
The black dragon.
Daenerys'
Drogon.
dragon.
Drogon.
Who's next to Drogon?
That is what's her name? The Iron Islands woman. I can't remember her
Oh,
name.
Yara.
Yara. No, yeah, Yara. Yeah, I think so. In the book, she has a different name.
She has a different name
She's
in the book.
Asha in the books.
No, Asha is the wildling.
In the books, Yara
Yes.
is Asha.
In the books, it's
Yeah.
vice versa.
I
but
think
who's-
that's why they changed in the show. They're too close.
All right, so who's between her and Jon Snow? Because whoever that is just fell.
What's his name?
That might be Joffrey.
Reek. No,
Oh,
Reek.
that's Reek?
Yeah.
What does he have in his hand? It looks like a bow and
He has
arrow.
a flaming arrow, dude. That's him.
I see it now.
I'm a big.
He just fell.
yeah, that's fine.
That's
he,
okay,
he
well-
always falls. What's his name?
He's a faller.
why can't I
Theon.
remember?
Theon.
Theon.
Yeah.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I couldn't tell
we'll
from
be
down here.
we'll be doing a popcast coming up soon with the usual dudes. I'm a big Game of Thrones pop guy, and yes, Theon Greyjoy. That is Theon Greyjoy. I have there during the Battle of Winterfell, where he's like shooting the flaming arrows. So that pop is Theon Greyjoy shooting the flaming arrows, and because it's like his footing is weird on the pop, every time this door
hits
gets
the
slammed,
deck.
he falls. Yeah. And I got to go back up there and fix it, but that's the price you pay for having pops.
Yeah. Well, that's really the price you pay for having someone like Captain and Greg closing the
Yeah.
door because they are far from gentle.
Yeah, I'm expecting them on the way in to completely knock down this this camera.
Yeah.
It was funny. What was it? Maybe an episode or two ago, the camera fell on us, like halfway through the episode, and the captain goes back out there and he sets it back up, and as he's walking away, he kicks the stand
Again?
out, and the whole thing goes over.
Yeah, I could see
It was
that.
pretty funny.
I was actually expecting to see silhouettes of Greg in the wall, probably later in the show. He made it out pretty calmly, actually.
Yeah,
All things considered.
melted straight through.
We got one more we're doing? or
Not
what?
that drunk.
We have one more to
We
go.
could tap
Yes.
again.
You got to get
Oh
this thing
my
out.
god.
Captain feedback.
Yeah.
Wait, we got one more and then the keg?
No, we have the keg.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
bust that bad boy out. Get this
need-
on camera.
We
Get
need
this
to
on camera.
actually prop this up to tap it, by the way. It's got to be like...
Got to tap it up to prop it.
I
Oh,
say
man. Doom Nation.
that's nice. I say for this, make sure that our glasses are completely
Hofbrau.
rinsed out.
Yeah,
from
100%.
scratch.
Now, you know where we're going to put this, Greg? On the bar top
Right
behind you. Yeah. And
Fancy.
then you pour each one.
What is this? What is this
It's
exactly?
a Hofbrau...
Oktoberfest. Hofenbrew.
This is Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer.
Alright,
Very popular over.
Where's the tap?
Well, so I just want to make sure if I have to tap the top, too. Just pop it. Can't
Just
remember.
out of curiosity, did they give you a spout? Was there a spout attached?
No, you just flip it.
That's it right there. Okay.
Okay.
Back in the day, and
But I can't remember if you flip the top, too.
we'll check on top. There's
Yeah, I'm
instructions.
looking.
Because I remember buying the mini Heineken kegs. I'm sure a lot
They
of
were
people
a
have,
mess.
and they came with a little spout, and you would just put it in the bottom because clearly a keg like this, there's not enough carbonation from a traditional keg where you need to pump.
Hold the tongue.
They use gravity. So let's see if Ser Gregor can figure out.
This is an
Gravity.
episode in its own.
Yeah, exactly. It pretty much is.
So let me just read the first part. First, you need to vent the keg. Fold the tongue on the top of the keg. Sure. And then turn it a quarter in the direction of the arrow.
Giggity go.
Cookies.
All right, so
Cookie
do
time.
that.
It's cookie time.
What's the direction of the arrow?
It sounds like a lot of work, man.
I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty
All right.
tough question.
Let's review these cookies.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a little.
The only problem, though, is if you give them a low number, you're going to see the chef.
I could give a shit less.
I'm going to see the chef, which I know no one cares about. So just to give you some context, these are called thumbprint cookies. It's a sugar cookie base, and then when you make them, before you bake them, you put your thumb in the middle, right? And then within that thumb...
So your wife stuck her dirty fingers in these.
Oh, yeah. They were filthy. No, they were clean. So within that thumb, you then put in your filling. Now, this is raspberry jam. These are far better. That right there, that's a almond butter spread that they sell in Trader Joe's. It's like a knockoff Nutella.
This is amazing.
That's what I'm
It's
going
good,
for.
but these are way better. The raspberry spread are way better. But this is a very hearty, sugary, decadent cookie. This is something you want to wash down with a nice beer.
We've been light on the calories all night, so
Not for long.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Yeah.
This is, which one is this?
That's the
Nutella.
one with the almond spread, but the base is all the same. It's just a nice homemade sugar cookie recipe from Chef Jamie.
they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're
One
very
bite,
good.
everyone knows the rules. I'm going to give this a 9.
Yeah,
Very good.
there you go. Boom. These cookies are going to go fantastic with this beer right here. It's going to be
Dip
a
'em in?
light, well, I don't know if you want, but this is going to be a light golden kind of Hellas beer. It's going to wash these down just absolutely delectably.
I hope my SD cards have enough space on them to time to record this. This guy's going to knock down the whole bar over there.
Now that's good. The ones with the raspberry jam, delicious.
I vented it. Now, I need to turn this to the left.
Wow, these are good, dude.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's why I've had about 20 in the past 2 nights.
All right. I thought you said you weren't having any more.
I didn't say that, did I? Oh, I didn't mean it.
All right. So what did I give the first one?
A 9.
9.
Have this one. It's way better, in my opinion. The raspberry jam is absolutely out of control. But it depends what you like.
Go back.
All right, now let's try.
Yeah. It has a strong taste. Tardy, very tardy.
You gotta like the jam, buddy.
It's good. I'm more of a chocolate guy.
You liking the Nutella?
Yeah.
The Nutella. Well, it's not Nutella, but it's Trader Joe's almond spread.
But I'm going to give this an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Not as good as, but it could just be my taste buds.
Of course, yeah. I actually like that one better with the jam because I think the jam is a little sweeter and almost like more refreshing than the spread. I forget what. I'm saying almond butter, not almond butter.
All right.
Hazelnut. That's what we're
Pinky in the brain. You guys figured that out yet or what?
Because I have to pull this out, so I just want cups ready.
It's pinky in the brain without the
you
brain.
ready?
It's just 2 pinkies. Yeah. Fill me up, would you?
Almost.
This is incredible.
There we go. There we go. And then that's
This might not make for good
There
radio,
we
but it
go.
makes for a
Yeah.
good time.
Stupid Americans don't know how to pour German
No,
keg.
we got it.
Well, that's why that big fat American guy was just hitting these with hammers and blowing them up. What was his name? Billy Ray, like the Team USA drinking guy. Ah, you guys got it. There you go.
glasses.
Is this gonna not? I was gonna say, what is this? Not stop pouring? It's like a hose.
So basically, you twist it and you'll.
Like I put the headphones back on, even though he's nowhere near
no
the
microphone,
mic.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you can hear us. You can hear
Yeah.
us.
He needs like a Secret Service comm, you know, like the little
Yeah.
earpiece thing
Yeah.
pop in.
Like at Jerry's wedding.
Yeah,
Kid.
just like that.
I like the artwork on this keg.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You have to.
Artwork's fantastic.
American beer companies, you really got to step your fucking game up when it comes to these small kegs because, what is it? Heineken just has their logo on the keg. Well,
Yeah.
they're not even
I think
American,
it's not
but
American though.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I don't think even any American companies make miniature kegs, do they?
Yeah, you make a good point. That's because in America we don't drink mini kegs. We drink full kegs,
that's
and
true.
even a full keg, technically by definition, is a half keg.
That's because we're a light supremacist country.
Captain light supremacist. It's kind of shining through on all facets of our life.
The artwork on this is actually, I have to say, is very impressive. It looks like a German courtyard in some sort of Oktoberfest party. There's like a
Boring.
Yeah, It's beautiful. I think what you have to look at with the European, beers, distilleries, what have you, they've been around a long time.
Yes.
So you're gonna see like more of almost like a painting. I mean, look at this. This isn't artwork. This is a painting.
Literally.
Someone back in, I don't know what, the year 12 or maybe 1214-9. Let's say the year 1500. Someone came out. They said, "I'm going to paint what I think is going to be,
Right. What happened?
a good time."
Future.
I have a good question.
But I do see is that a Ferris wheel though?
Yeah.
That's
So
what I was
it's
thinking.
got to be a little more. I don't know, a little more recent.
When was beer invented?
Oh man,
Cavemen.
no, not that far. I think it's in like the
We're gonna find out.
I think it's after Christ. If I'm being honest with you, if we're going by AD. Wow, I was wrong.
Shit, he was
Holy
wrong.
moly.
Boy, he was wrong, and he was
Wow.
wrong. The first solid proof of beer production
I like the fourth sentence.
comes from the period of the Sumerians, around 4,000
Wow.
BCE, during an archaeological excavation in Mesopotamia.
Holy moly.
A tablet was discovered that showed villagers drinking a beverage from a bowl with straws.
Awesome.
So it was like a fishbowl.
It's a fishbowl. They've been doing fishbowls for 6,000 years. Holy smokes.
Archaeologists also found an ode to
An ode to Ninkasi, the patron goddess of brewing.
Ooh.
I didn't even know there was a goddess of brewing.
So
It would be a woman.
beer
Wow.
is 6,000 years old.
It
That's
would appear,
crazy.
Listen,
Yeah.
from the dawn of time, people have been getting fucked up.
Let's click the next one real quick. Who made the first beer ever? I hope it's like a guy named like Joe. Oh, the Chinese.
All right.
Wow.
God damn
Communist
it.
bastards.
Known as
Holy
Kui.
shit, they say that's even further back,
what it
7,000
says.
BC? I don't know. This could be critical race theory. Who knows?
I don't know.
The first beer in the world was brewed by the ancient Chinese around the year 7,000, known as kui. In the West, however, the process now recognized as beer began brewing in Mesopotamia, like what we just read before.
So maybe the Chinese brewed something that wouldn't be considered your modern day beer. Maybe they
right.
made something else.
The precursor to beer.
Yeah, it's known as, what's that, Kui? Kui?
Kui,
Yeah.
All right,
Interesting.
gentlemen. The last and final beer.
What's the best beer in the world? Let's click that just
Hang
for
on,
fun.
hang on. Yeah.
I'm curious. Toppling Goliath Kentucky Brunch.
What a name.
American.
All right.
It's a stout. No way a stout's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, best country in the world.
Gentlemen,
we best brewed our best
Start
beer.
your engines.
The best beer in the world is the one that's in my glass. That's what I always like to say. Let's see what we have here.
See, this is better than all the dark beers.
Not bad. That's a light, drinkable beer. That's what we have right here.
Oof, mud on.
Get a little Italian with it.
It's pretty good.
This is beer.
What do you think about the smell?
This is beer.
Hang on. What are we even drinking for the people listening?
Hofbrau Munich Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Hofbrau.
It's a Hofbrau, imported from Germany.
Hofbrau Munich.
What are you freaking ogres? What?
Hofbrau.
It's giving you
Yeah, right there.
history of the Oktoberfest.
Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer.
This is it.
6.3%.
Oh, look at that. You only have to
You
be
have to be
16.
to drink this. All right, so all the 16-year-old in Doom Nation, you only have to be 16 to drink Hofbrau.
Wow.
The whole 3-4 of you out there
What were we doing at 16? Like taking the regions? These guys are out here doing backflips.
drinking vodka and Gatorade.
We were probably starting a lot of fires back then.
And vodka and Gatorade. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Some of these websites are very hard to navigate, especially when you're drunk.
We're getting old, man. This is a website made for 16-year-olds. We're twice their age.
Oh man, I don't know where to go. Where are we going? Is this it?
Go back to brewery.
go to
Go
a
back to
summary.
brewery. And then go to the beer.
Homage
The-
to the
okay.
who?
The beer.
The beer.
The Vision.
Okay, look at this. There's Hans and Clans.
Oh, yes.
Look how white their teeth are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's all the beer they've been drinking their entire life, really whitening the teeth.
Hasn't done anything for
You
me.
want some Hofbrau Winterskin? Well, I can't even pronounce that, dude.
It's Winterswickel.
Zwickel.
Winter Schnitzel.
So you're going to want to go down to the
Oktoberfest
to the
beer.
Fest Via right there. Yep, there we go.
All right, here we go.
All right, and homage to
can
the
read it.
Vision.
You read it.
Okay. So the waitress is carrying 10 liters, and she still has a smile on her face. Now that's painting a picture for me, because when I think of Oktoberfest, I think of this girl who weighs, I don't know, what, 16 pounds?
Less than the beer does.
Yeah, and she has 15 tankards of ale. I don't know how it balances. No one knows. Carl Sagan can't figure it out. Celebrating, singing, swing. Prost! The Hofbrau tent at Oktoberfest is known for its lively atmosphere. Here is where the world comes to celebrate. Down under in lederhosen. Of course, the most popular folk festival in the world wouldn't be complete without a very special beer. Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer is a full-bodied, bottom-fermented specialty beer with its fine hoppy aroma. It's perfect alongside a classic Oktoberfest roasted chicken. Wow!
Good thing we got sausage.
My mouth is watering at the thought of eating chicken.
I got 5 right next door.
Well, one of them's dying tonight. No, I'm just kidding. But I think this is kind of like Hofbrau, this brewer right here. I think this is one of like the staples.
Yeah. You know what's good?
Yeah.
We didn't get like the notes of like bread and like so.
I got flavor.
We got it. We have to figure it out on ourselves.
What I'm getting here is this is the party beer. This is the beer that people are going to the tent and they're like, I'll have 93 of these.
I feel like this is a beer you can drink all day.
Yeah.
It's the Bud Light of
and it's the actually the most ABV beer.
Which is
No, I don't-
fantastic. Yeah,
6.3.
it is.
Get the heck out
It
of here.
is. It is. Wow. Put that back in there.
Sneaky.
We got to get that cold for the fire pit. Put that back in the cooler.
Oh, I didn't know. I was like, put what? My beer back
let's
in?
refill up before we go out.
I was like, this ain't going nowhere. But down there.
I was gonna say you
We'll refill before we go out there.
Yeah, you stole my thunder. I feel like this is the
Say
beer.
it again.
If
Sure.
I went to Germany to a
is what you
tent,
want.
this
Yes.
is the one I'm drinking.
Yeah, this
You know
is what
why?
I'm ordering.
You know why? Because I plan on drinking all day. So if I'm gonna drink something, it's this one. It's light. At the same time, it's apparently very fucking strong, but it doesn't taste strong.
and light.
Yeah.
This is good. This has got the crushability. It's lighter. There's no bad aftertaste, and it's got the more alcohol content. I'm enjoying this one. This is I don't know. This is going to be a hard one between the
We got some.
Warsteiner.
What do you have on your notes there? What's on there?
I got some notes.
You have a poem?
Let's read out the official notes about the. Let's start with the smell or the look.
I typed these up, by the way.
Did you really? In Gaelic?
It's up to you. Believe what you want. Romany Gypsy. So, the Hofbrau Oktoberfest, this is taken from a random reviewer on a beer site. You won't be getting credit because I don't know who you are, and I just made that all up. So, clear golden, many streams of bubbles, and a 2-finger, fluffy white head that leaves arcs of lacing. I do see the lacing. Lacing is the residue left on the glass after you drink the beer.
Yeah,
so there are
I see
arcs.
that.
This is interesting. Some of these
Take
beers...
a look at my glass.
Yeah, there's a lot on
Oh,
Greg's.
yeah, you're lacing like you're out of your mind.
All day.
So this,
Lacing hard, bro.
Exactly. So this is a review from a beer that was poured out of a glass. When it's poured out of a mini keg, it's obviously going to come out a little bit different.
Better.
But still accurate nonetheless. Sweet lager malt, no adjuncts. I don't know how that applies to beer.
I don't like my adjuncts, so
Yeah. Do you know what an adjunct is?
I don't like them, so
We're in the same boat.
Nobody knows at this table what an adjunct is.
Clean and fresh. I
yes.
agree.
This is actually perfectly clean and fresh.
It is.
That's a perfect way to sum it up.
Low hopped, clean and smooth tasting, moderately sweet. And I agree. Clean, smooth. I don't really taste the hops. It's sweet, but not like, you know when you
Not
drink something really
overpowering.
sweet and like
Yeah.
your lips
Not
kind of get like,
overpowering.
you know,
Yeah.
overpowering.
Yeah.
It sticks to the gums almost. It's not
It's a
happening
right
here.
amount of sweet.
Medium body, low carbonation.
You said full body before, didn't you?
Did I say no? Not for this one.
It changed halfway through.
Well, this is someone else's notes, okay? I didn't say full body fish. If I did, I was wrong. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Medium body, low carbonation, no bitterness or dryness discernible. I agree. This is a beer that's kind of fun. You know, it's playing with me. I like it. It's
playful. It's light.
It's playful, yeah. It's all over the place. And overall, very much a Helles Marzen. Very smooth, but kind of light. Not too malty, not at all hoppy. Exactly. I agree. I think this is a beer that if you're really a beer nut, you're actually not going to enjoy.
Yeah.
But I think this is a beer
For a partier.
that someone like us, you know, we just like to drink a lot of beer and have fun, obviously, but
We're not connoisseurs.
yeah, I'm not
if
going to
you
lie.
will.
We're not beer
But-
connoisseurs, but, you know, if I'm going to
But it's a
Oktoberfest, I need a beer in my hand at all times,
Yeah.
all right?
That's the beer I'm drinking.
This is it. This is it. I'm going to drink a bunch of these. I mean,
Gentlemen.
I think that's what it is.
We'll go around. We'll rate these, and then we'll go drink some more.
I got one more last topic or a thing to look
Yeah.
up.
Oh boy, what do you want to look up? You want to rate these?
Yeah.
It's a fun beer to drink, man. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to drink a little more of it.
Who started the
I
last
went
one?
last.
At this point, who cares? You, I think, yeah.
B goes first.
It might be me. Yeah.
Wait, you went last?
I went last.
So no,
All right, it's not that
B
serious.
goes first.
yeah, whatever, don't matter. I don't care.
Same thing. I'll kick it off. I think it's good. I think if I'm really sitting back, and it's a beer that serves purpose. So I'm at my house and I want to have one beer for the night, and it's Oktoberfest. I'm going with the Warsteiner. If I'm at Oktoberfest by some chance very soon, hopefully, and I want to drink a lot of beers and have fun while they're in my hand, I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to go with an 8.5 for its drinkability, playfulness. It's not leaving me feeling like I'm drinking, a milkshake. I think it's a really tasty, refreshing beer. That's what I'm going with. It's a party beer, in my opinion.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Gonna echo that sentiment. This is the Legion beer of Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
If you're going to Oktoberfest with the Legion of Doom, you are going to be drinking this beer. I'm going to give it a 9.1.
I like that.
You're going to be crushing these all day, and you're going to survive.
High score.
And I'm going to go out on a
gonna
limb
survive.
here. You're going to survive, and you're going to feel fine the next day.
I gotta add
Doubt
out to
that.
I don't want to
All
say
right, yeah.
fine, but I like where your head's at.
I think you're going to feel fine. They're light, so you're going to feel fine.
Yeah, I'm high 8s, the 9s, yeah. I'll give it like an 8.8 because this is light, this is crushable, this is the way we go out. You know what I mean? Like, there's the people who sit around and they enjoy the full pint of beer and all the taste, and all they need is one. But for guys like us who are out there to get wild and to keep it going, especially in like an Oktoberfest situation, this is I would be choosing this too. So 8.8.
I'm with you.
To add on to your point, you're gonna survive, you're gonna thrive, and you're gonna feel alive.
Wow.
9.6.
Whoa.
You almost made me just spit this all over the place.
9.6
Is that the highest rating of the night?
I think so, yeah.
with a rhyming slogan and all.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so what's this last topic you want to talk about? Because
Holy-
I am aching to
Everybody
get to
went.
this fire and eat.
Holy mackerel.
I want to know. We give the Nazis a very hard time on this
shit.
show.
Oh, shoot.
Right? We give them a very hard time.
Isn't it?
Obviously, the Nazis were German dudes. No offense, I know you're not a snowflake over there. I want to know, did the Nazis celebrate Oktoberfest, or was Hitler such a buzzkill that he canceled Oktoberfest for those 10 or 15 years, whatever it was?
I mean, Fauci wants to cancel Christmas.
Right,
so.
you see? So, when authoritarians come around, Hitler was a vegetarian, just to point it out.
Wait, hang on.
You're
Before
talking
you
World War
find
II
out,
or World War One?
before you find out, well,
Two.
Hitler was 2. Before you find out the answer, why don't we take a consensus?
Okay.
Let's see what people think, because you just blew my mind with that. I don't know. Hitler was tough. He was a stickler, but maybe he wanted to let the boys have fun. I really don't know.
Let's go around the room. What do you think? I have no idea. I haven't looked this up.
Man,
Yes or no?
This is
Yes
tough.
or no?
It's a no.
I got
It's
an
a no.
idea about it.
So you got no.
It's a no for
Skaggs?
me.
Wait, you have inside information?
I just have an idea about it.
Okay.
I say
yes or no?
hang on.
I think yes, but it definitely was specific to who can celebrate.
Well, like only
Like it
levels?
was on the low.
Officers.
It was on the low. Let officers, let people that were loyal to him. I don't think it was to the public during. Let's call it World War II.
the
Interesting.
regime.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I'm gonna lean towards no though, because in like that totalitarian crazy regime, it's like no, you just can't do
right.
things.
I'm
I'm gonna say
doing it
no,
now.
but I think you're probably right.
I'm going with yes because the majority is no, so I might as well just risk it. But also, Hitler was addicted to meth, so I mean,
Right,
the guy partied.
But I feel like he was the kind of guy who didn't lead by example. He wanted people
That's
to.
fine, but
He wanted people to do what he said, not what
I
he
mean,
does.
he wasn't
That's what
exactly of sound mind.
that's what I mean.
So,
He led by annihilation.
Well,
I think it is very interesting how he was. We were just talking about this.
Yes,
we were
it's-
both high as shit, and we were talking about how Hitler was a vegetarian, and we were like,
Was he
why,
really? I didn't
yes.
know that.
Why was he a vegetarian? Because he liked animals so much, he didn't want people to kill them.
So he treated Jews like
So he
animals.
went on a psychopath rampage to kill as many human beings as he can. That's something to keep in mind with vegans nowadays. Right, because they're just as violent and angry people as Hitler was. So let's find out.
can you imagine being in Germany and being like, I went to high school with that guy?
Yeah.
That would be weird.
All right.
For sure.
Okay, here we go. During National Socialism, Oktoberfest was used as a part of Nazi propaganda.
There you go.
In 1933, Jews were forbidden to work on the
Greg's
Weisen.
right.
Nope. I'm right.
During World War II, from 1939 to 1945,
shit.
no Oktoberfest was celebrated.
Thank you.
Following the war, from 46 to 48, Munich celebrated only the Autumnfest. So wait, we were right.
No
we both
fun
said that
zone.
no.
We were right,
The Nazis did not allow an Oktoberfest to happen.
No.
Technically, the Nazis did rule from the 30s to the end.
Yes,
the
they did.
45. So I guess in the beginning,
It's a split decision.
In the good times, they partied.
But
Once
when
the war started,
when Hitler really wanted to lay down
I got another
The
question
law.
when you're all done.
39 to 45, he didn't let it happen. Of course not. Of course not. You know, he had an agenda. He wasn't going to let anyone slack off. You know.
it was When you're trying to take over the world, a drinking festival is probably a waste of.
It was focused, yeah.
He was focused.
Do you think he killed himself?
I don't
No,
know.
no.
I don't know.
He lived. He
Shit,
moved.
what a-
He
what
ran
a
out to
question.
Argentina, and the CIA
What-
protected him.
What a question.
Do you think he stayed alive just so he could celebrate Oktoberfest?
Make up for the last 8 years.
We're getting that?
Hitler snuck off, and the CIA protected him, and he lived in Argentina until he died an old man.
Why?
And what's that German bitch's name? Who's the
Hitler's girlfriend?
Bridget von
no,
Hammersmark?
No. She runs Germany now.
Oh, Merkel?
Angela Merkel?
That's his granddaughter.
Okay.
Oh my
All right,
God.
time to end the
I don't
show.
know, dude. That's such a hard question. He only didn't kill himself if he got out of Berlin before the Soviets encircled Berlin. How could he even get out with the entire Red Army? You know,
I think he killed himself.
I think he did.
Yeah,
I
why
think
wouldn't
did.
he?
I think he lived.
You
The
guys
guy
should,
was in his tower doing meth 24/7.
You guys should
I think
watch.
he
There's
lived.
this movie called Downfall. It's about his last days in the bunker in Berlin. Very good movie. Pretty historically
I've
accurate.
heard about this.
Yeah, it's interesting. The guy lost his mind towards the end. He was giving
Well, he had nothing left.
he was giving imaginary commands to armies that didn't exist.
He was destroyed by the air, the sea, the land. He was
Yeah.
done.
So he's Jim Leahy, basically.
Jim
at-
Leahy.
At his drunkest.
way more genocidal. But,
Right, a little bit. Jim Leahy, not really genocidal.
He just wanted to kill Ricky and Julian.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's a good way to end it with the
That kind of sums it
No,
up.
yeah,
genocide
no.
and Nazis.
End it before I go off on a tangent. Go.
All right, Doom Nation. This was a hybrid Doomed review. You guys sat around for almost 2 hours and watched us drink countless beers.
I hope you were drinking this whole
Yeah.
time.
Thank you guys. Make
you're
sure
not,
you like,
start.
share, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is our Oktoberfest episode. Guys, thank you for coming out here, drinking with us, bringing up some beers.
Of course.
Gentlemen, you guys with the empty cups, don't even touch
Nothing.
mine.
Yeah,
Get out of
nothing.
here.
Hey, cheers. Drink
All
faster.
right, Doom Nation, peace out. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, boys.
Peace.
Girls. Prost.
Prost.